Hello there. We should be live. There we go. We are live. Welcome back to the 17th stream of Silksong. We are quite far into the game now, though not quite done. Which is interesting because I've seen, like, I remember seeing people like 100%ing Silksong in like 40 hours on their first playthrough. As in, like, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing people like posting screenshots or you know, things like that ages ago now, and they had, you know, 100% in Silksong, and they were like 40 something hours in. So it's interesting that we are this far in and still not that close to 100%. Like we've just barely entered Act 3. So that's certainly interesting, but I guess I do tend to take longer in games than most people usually do, so that's fine. Also, sitting on this title screen, well, first of all, given the events of last stream, we have a new title screen. Actually, I should check what it's called. Abyss, right? That makes sense. These are mostly... No, actually they're not. I was gonna say they are named after the acts themselves, but I don't think so, because Act 1 wasn't named Silksong, it was named Farloom. Second act might have been named Citadel, but I'm unsure. But Act 3 is definitely named Abyss, and that's the title screen that we have. You can also hear, like, mostly the theme that's playing in the background here is the same, but there's sometimes you can hear some like slightly more ominous notes in the background here. I guess they're always in the background. You can sort of hear this deep abyss, not rumbling noise, but this some sort of deep noise in the background. But sometimes it also seems to affect, I don't know, sometimes it plays more than this like whispery abyss noise. Sometimes it also plays like an audible musical note, I think. In any case, it's not very noticeable, but I think we should just hop back into things. Oh, we're in Verdania. Right, Verdania seemed to be a very small area. And I guess this is where the Green Prince came from. Oh, I should start the timer. I should definitely start the timer. Yeah, so this is where the Green Prince came from. Seems to be a very small area. I guess it could theoretically have things up above and below it. Or even to the right. I'm not sure. Hold on, wait. What did that map movement just look like? Let's see. Because if I move it like this... then it doesn't let me move far enough to the right so that the legend wouldn't cover the rightmost part of this map. But then if I go into zoomed in mode, then it does. Or I guess actually, no, I think the only reason that works is just because we are more zoomed in. So also the distance from the edge is more zoomed in. And thus it expands and we can actually see the whole map, I'm pretty sure. Well, whatever. So we're in Verdania. I don't think there's anything else to do here. But, well, I could be thinking wrong, of course. Well, there were a couple things I wanted to say. Whoops, let's not get murdered by enemies dropping in from the ceiling. Can I climb this? Well, first of all, I didn't play Silksong yesterday. I was considering it, but then I saw instead that someone I wanted to watch play Silksong was playing Silksong, and they're in like she's in a pretty early part of the game. So I was like, you know what? I think I won't stream Silksong today. I will actually instead watch a stream of it. And then I actually went back to play Hollow Knight's Pale Court mod again. It had been a while since I last played it. But I went back to trying to do all the bosses there on Radiant. And currently I just like redid one that I had already done on Radiant before. But I think that's going to be a slow build up to me hopefully eventually doing Champion's Call on Radiant, which that's going to be quite tricky. But yeah, I think that's a fun enough thing to do when I'm not playing Silksong. Not that there aren't like non-Hollow Knight games that I'd like to play. There definitely are, but somehow I always find it easier to just play more of Hollow Knight or Celeste. Somehow takes less focus than trying to get to know an entirely new game. And then I'd have to like pay attention to cutscenes and everything else as well, whereas if I just play Hollow Knight or Celeste, I can simply grind out attempts and not think too much. So, yeah, Verdania is probably fine now. Overall, our plan is to very soon go down there to, what was it, Ballo? And take this diving bell underneath below the deep docks. Go underneath the lava, and then that's... Wait, why are we doing that again? Like, yeah, we're hoping to... Because, like, last time, we tried to defeat Grandmother Silk using Void. Or at least the shamans did. I'm not sure. It seems like Hornet didn't fully grasp, or at least didn't fully acknowledge that Void would be used. And, well, of course, that could go wrong. So I'm not sure if Hornet had any clue that the trap contained Void. I certainly don't think I did, but I also hadn't given it much thought what the trap could contain. But in any case, the trap was sprung, and then Void started to take over. And now, I guess, Grandmother Silk is still fighting, holding on for dear life. Seemingly motivated by Lace being there. So that's interesting. And yeah, occasionally the whole world rumbles and we can hear some screams. But yeah, what are we actually looking for down below? Wayfarer, Hero's Call. Seek out the distressed bug near the Blasted Steps Bellway. Okay. Hunt Dark Hearts. Destroy void masses throughout Farloom. We've slowly been making progress on that. The Dark Below. Use the diving bell in deep docks to descend beneath Farloom. Right, but dang. I wish I remember the reason. Were we just going down there to like see what's happening? Yeah, because I think we were told that that's the direction that the void and Grandmother Silk retreated towards, which I didn't pick up on like by watching the cutscene at the very least. It seemed to me that they were still up above there, or at least, or like they got. It seemed like they got imploded into a black hole, to be quite honest. But whatever. So apparently, I think what the case is that they've been sucked down below, and we are trying to follow them. I think that's what the shaman told us. We also have new crow enemies here, ones with metal beaks, which is interesting. Again, I wonder if you hadn't defeated the regular crows before, could you still get them for your hunter's journal, or how would that work? Have you just missed out on that forever? In any case, we are going to head down there, and probably pretty soon. However, I did have a plan that I would go to not Flea Bottom, it's Fleetopia. I did have a plan that we would go to Fleetopia and do that delivery quest from Bellheart. Also, has it always been raining here? I don't know that I ever noticed this. Wait, and look at the way that the... No, the screen isn't distorting. It's just the wiggling tentacle of awful darkness. The void tentacle, that's just wriggling in the background. Like, no, was it always raining in Greymore? Did I just never notice this? Maybe I did. Maybe I even pointed it out and I forgot. I'm not sure. Whoops. Right. Should I run to the Bellway station? I guess that's not strictly necessary. Also, well, there's probably not like a huge need to do the Fleetopia delivery right now. But I'm curious. And I don't fully know if these can expire. Because I'm pretty sure there was at least... No, I don't think any quest that we never did disappeared off of the courier options. But of course, Bone Bottom delivery... Well, the Bone Bottom delivery definitely became unavailable. Given that Bone Bottom seems to just be no more. Well, whatever. We'll travel to Bellheart, and we will try to do the Fleetopia delivery. However, this is going to be one of our longest deliveries yet, I think. We did the Mask Maker delivery, and that was also quite long. Right, Pavo's still quite distressed and upset and unhappy, and overall, not a big fan of the situation here, which is understandable. Farloom's bugs are wishing, waiting, right. So we did the Survivors Camp delivery. We can do it again, it seems, and we can do Fleetopia. And the color that these have certainly seems to indicate that these are essentially just for money and lore. And they're not like quests that you're necessarily expected to do. However, money and lore, particularly the lore, are perfectly good motivators for me. We've heard the word. Many fleas together, settled high in Farloom, calling out their wants of us. Clever grubbers fleas, but these two need our deliverings. See them served, Miss Courier. Always goodly good to gain the thanks of fleas. Yeah, I will do. Oh, once we get to the fleas, we have to talk about... Chakra's resting, I think. We have to talk about Fleamaster Mushka. Because there's been some dialogue about, like, lots of people thinking... Like, looking at Fleamaster Mushka's face and thinking that his mustache is his eyes, and his eyes are his eyebrows, actually. And I just think it's going to be interesting to talk about that. But we preferably want to have... Oh my goodness! We'd want to have Fleamaster Mushka on screen. Oh, this is not a good corner to be in, actually. Oh my goodness. Right, we have a void clump here. Maybe I should even add a marker for it. Oh, which we can actually do. We can do without being attacked, because fortunately in this game... pausing the game does actually pause the world as well. Now, what is the best way to go up above? I think we take the elevator. Yeah, I guess I didn't really think this path through at all. I just started running in the vague direction of Fleetopia. I don't imagine that I would have come up with a different plan than just, well, heading to Sinner's Road and then going through there through Bilewater. Oh, dang it. Going through there through Bilewater. And eventually we will end up in Fleetopia. But I think that might just be easier said than done. Like, would there have been another alternate path? I guess I could have, and I still could, what, like, try to go up through here? We still have to pass a little ways through Sinner's Road. But we could avoid some of Bilewater, I guess. But, like, would that really be worth it? I somehow don't think so. Bilewater is a gross area. And it's certainly got those awful maggots. But I don't know that it's overall a more dangerous area to be in than parts of the Citadel are. I feel like that Scarecrow must have something to do at some point. Like, yeah, we had a quest, or like we gave some money to build it, but surely it's just not going to stay built. Surely it's like going to attack us or someone will destroy it. Like something's got to happen with it. I don't believe that it will simply stay around. Now, of course, I've already taken a very silly hit of damage from that one flying mite thing. Uh-oh, watch out for the roaches, especially if they're about to get infected by Void. That's not going to be a fun time. Well, I don't know, it could. Especially for the roaches. Should I adjust myself more to the right? I think I should. I have to try to stay centered on the camera. Alright, I also need to keep my eyes on the game. We're on a mission where we mustn't take damage. What a silly parkour move. No way. The enemy just ascended a little bit and that's enough to completely throw me off. Uh-oh. Let's go here. Let's de-aggro some of these enemies. Oh, have you even? Nope, you have noticed me. Ooh. Okay, we're fine. Everything's good. We've taken 2 hits already, which is not great. I think the most dangerous room, to be honest, is going to be this journey here. Because wasn't this quite a scary one? With enemies that are easy to get hit by? Well, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe it's not quite so scary. However, do I go left? We've got some maggots along the way. I don't know if I'll be able to avoid them. But just in general, I think that left path might be safer than going to the right. I'm not sure. I think we'll try that. Again, we have taken some very foolish hits of damage already. Oh, watch out for the swinging balls of spikes. You will not hit me. This is fine. Now, the mist is just completely gone from here, right? Right, this is the mist entrance, but it doesn't... Wait, is it? No, I don't think so. Is it? I don't think I quite took note of what this room looked like before. Did the... Like, is this the mist entrance room, but now, of course, decloaked or uncloaked by mist? Ah, I'm uncertain. It certainly got a similar shape. At least to the extent that as I walked into it right now, I thought it was the same mist room. Yeah. I wonder if it at least has the same layout. Because it definitely seemed to right then when I glanced at it as we passed through. Okay, so here... Yeah, I thought that might happen. Maggots, you're not going to use my thing, are you? I think not. And well, since we want to not... Well, since we don't want to take damage on the way back through anyway, perhaps it doesn't matter that we're covered in maggots, as long as they don't deal damage to my thing that I'm carrying. But it doesn't seem like they're planning on doing that. I'm even managing to regenerate some silk, it seems. Or I guess the maggots eat all of this... No. Yeah, what? I think my regen is faster than the maggots eating it. Though, of course, with this little amount of silk. Even though it regenerates pretty fast. Oh, we can't really do much. I can't believe I didn't get hit by you there. Okay, as long as that creepy crawly moss creature in the background doesn't show up, we should be fine. Whoops, almost jumped into the spikes. We want to watch out for that. I wonder what that gold marker is to the left. Is that the room below the bench fall? No, I think it's just a suspicious nook in a wall. Oh, wait, isn't there a bug here usually? Because I swear there's usually a bug that I pogo off to get up there. Oh well. That's fine, we can go around. I don't think those crawly enemies on the walls even attack me at all. Another reason that this challenge shouldn't prove much of a challenge at all. Uh-oh. Not if I don't mess up my wall jumps, at least. Okay. I do have to play things a little bit safe with these big creatures. I imagine getting hit by them would deal double damage to my parcel, same as it deals double damage to me. Oh no! 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 This is awful. Why did I? How do I always forget that that's a corner you don't jump into? Shouldn't be that hard to remember. And yet, every time I'm in this area, I have to learn anew that that is not the direction you go in. No, what a silly maneuver was that. All right. I guess we needle and warp back out. And my beast, the Bell Beast, should be at Bellheart already. So this is actually very convenient, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, that was the last place we traveled. Because we came here to get the courier thing. Of course, I could have also tried saving and quitting and loading back at the bench, but Let's at least use the in-game features. Would be... I was gonna say it would be kind of neat, I guess, if the delivery reward went down every time you died. But that might also... I don't know. I think it makes sense to not do that. If you die like 5 times and the reward becomes basically worthless, then what even is the point? Then you're kidding me! I completely forgot that just running against the wall too hard or like falling down too hard deals damage to this thing. I almost feel like I shouldn't give this a shot now. Hold on. If I run all the way back to the couriers, can they fix it for me? Give me a new one already. This one's bad. I assure you, the food had gone bad. No, alright, fine. Watch this. What are your names again? Tip and something? I don't know. Watch this. Wait, they actually react to you falling down, but I think that's not because I broke the courier thing. It's just that, well, they react to any such harsh noises. Yeah, look, all the other NPCs do that as well. That's so cool. I don't think I've ever noticed that. I did, of course, notice that rosaries, they bounce up if there are any laying on the ground. Ah, yeah, they're all watching. Alright, the last jump. You will get to witness what? You will get to witness me being reckless with your parcel. They sure are all broke. Let's try that again. It's so funny that you can just run a bit too hard at a wall and then they'll break. It does make sense. But that's another, I feel like, sort of almost a slight troll choice by Team Cherry. I like that they've been more bold with these slightly mean choices even in Silksong. That's pretty good. I almost ran into that wall again. And I also like that in... what is it? In Bellheart, when dropping down, after getting this third attempt now, I also kind of just didn't pay attention to where I was falling. So I easily could have taken damage there. Okay, so I think, again, here I want to take this upper path, simply to avoid the enemies a little better. Now this time, maybe I won't take damage from a flying mite over here. Lots of these enemies are very easy to avoid as long as you pay a little bit of attention and don't just randomly jump into things that deal damage. Do I even need the elevator? Like, couldn't I do this? Maybe I could somehow, but it's not quite as easy as just thinking and doing. Or maybe it would be faster to run around the left side. Perhaps I'm wasting time by using the elevator. But maybe using the elevator is safer than going along the left path. I need to climb up this. Nope, I'm not in the mood to be attacked by you right now. I should try learning the enemy names. I've managed to remember firms. And what are these? Muck maggots? No, these are roaches though. These aren't muck maggots. They eat muck maggots? Something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm not exactly doing great on remembering enemy names so far. But I do remember firms. Mostly because, I don't know. I feel like lots of people have been talking about how it turns out that Hornet loves little furry creatures. And well, the firms are furry and Hornet likes them. So that's that. That's, I guess, why I remember them. I probably don't even need to reset that room by running this way. Oh. You know what? Oh my goodness, what a silly move. Why did I do that now? We tried finding Krull and Benjin after Act 3 started, and we didn't find them. And we saw some corpse in the room, but I'm not sure if that was them. Whoops, hold on. We didn't want to go to the right. Although maybe I should, because last time we definitely fell into some maggot goop. But again, that's not really the main issue here. Oh, you're kidding me. The maggot goop's only going to become a problem. Like, the only way it can pose a problem is if you want to use your silk for anything, which is mostly going to be healing. And, well, if we take so much damage that we need to worry about healing, then... Of course, we've already failed our delivery quest anyway. Uh-oh, where am I going? Let's not fall into funny spikes. I do think that the ability to warp to any Bellway station, I think they gave that to us at a pretty good time. Like, for how much progress we've made in the game. Because they gave you plenty of opportunities to just explore the world on your own feet. And now that you might be getting to slightly more repetitive parts, they give you a way to speed things up a bit. To warp back to, well, any Bellway, which is really usually going to be the main place that you want to warp to. Yeah, I guess another use for it could be placing a warp point down near a boss fight or something. But having a warp to a Bellway, and I guess also warping to any Bellway, like any single Bellway, essentially means warping to all the Bellways, because you can simply use the Bellways to travel to each other. So that's certainly a very good quality of life utility, but it's also good that we didn't get it too much earlier. What did I just do? Did you see this? Incredible new technology that couriers... Oh, don't jump up there. Oh wait, no, we're not quite up high enough yet. I just need to remember to not jump into that silly nook that dealt so much damage to me last time. Well, okay, you can definitely jump up through that gap, but I perhaps shouldn't risk it. Oh! There we go. I simply should not wait around here too much. Well, okay. I say that, and then I immediately put myself in a situation where I need to wait around. That's fine. Oh my goodness, that could have gone better. But also, I could have taken damage, so I almost went into that. Oh, and then I almost jumped down here, and okay, wow. There were about 3 things there that I narrowly managed to avoid getting hit by. But of course, the reason I needed to avoid them at all was because I put myself in their path, essentially. Okay, let's play this safe. I've historically been very bad at avoiding these little umbrella creatures. So again, I feel like I need to be extra careful, perhaps even more than their natural difficulty would warrant. Okay, hold on. Are we going top left or are we going to the right? What is actually the direction? We are going up, which currently means top left. Here we are. I can pogo you. Watch out for the explosions. I'm pretty sure those also deal double damage. That was almost a too late pogo. I feel like if I'd done that like 2 frames later, I would have been eating those spikes for breakfast and lunch and dinner. What is it? 11sies? Supper? Second breakfast? All those. We are in Bilewater. Big news. Huge discovery. What is this marker? Good question, but we're not going to explore that right now, I think. What? Oh, right. Hold on. Okay, right. Barnex. Wait, no, we're not in Bilewater. We're already in Putrefied Ducks. What am I saying? I was going to say, like, I remember in Putrefied Ducks, we had the thing with the bench where the Huntress is, and then top left, we had the mysterious nook that we couldn't do much with. And I was like, okay, well, the layout of this looks very similar to that. But we're in Bilewater, so I guess it can't be that. But no, I just saw the name Bilewater on this map because, well, Bilewater, it tells us how to get to Bilewater. How silly of me. Okay, so we can head to the right from here, but do I want to, or do I want to go... Well, okay, no, I need to go right from here, but do I want to take the lower path or the upper one? I guess the upper one isn't long enough to really justify taking it, even though it might be safer. Oh, I do not want to get hit by that goop. That's going to deal double damage to me. Oh, okay. I can't even get up there. That's awful. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. We're totally fine. This is... Okay, could you, like, fly into a slightly predictable location? Thank you. Okay, I need to make sure I don't get hit by these, because they also will deal double damage. And I'm pretty sure double damage to Hornet means double damage to my loot that I'm carrying. Oh my goodness, there's a bug behind me! Hold on, I'm gonna get... Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew that was gonna happen. I remember that path has a barnacle on it, but I haven't quite managed to figure out how to properly avoid it yet. Okay, cool. Is this already the flea location? I think it is. Could I climb it from the top left here? Because there was that, like, top right section that seemed very suspicious to me. I technically never checked the top left corner of this. Maybe I could enter from there. Yeah, here's Mushka. So look at this. Mushka has, like, big round eyes and then mustaches underneath it. And I guess also, if you look at it animated, then it's pretty clear that that's what is happening here. But apparently a lot of people looked at those bits of mustache and thought those were, like, closed eyes. And then... I guess they thought the eyes actually were eyebrows, and I think that's what I thought too. I think what happened to me was that it looked to me that Mushka had their eyes closed, and then I saw what are his actual eyes above there, and then I think I just confused and stopped interpreting Mushka's face at all. So I've never really tried understanding what Mushka looks like. But there we go, those are eyes, and that's a mustache down there. Anyway, I brought you a delivery. Flea Master, I bring a delivery. Supplies from the couriers of Velhart to aid your settlement. I wonder if we could have given this to any of these fleas, or did it have to be Mushka? Such dedication you continue to show us, Miss Hornet. While we may seem safe out here at range from danger, we cannot go far to forage, and the many fleas need much nurture. Food and provisions such as you bring are crucial in these desperate times. Fleetopia supplies. Wish granted. There we go. I believe now we've done every delivery quest exactly once. For your hard efforts and eternal friendship, please accept these meager rosaries as a reward. Think of wee fleas when you find chance to trade them. Yeah, it really seems that the courier quest might be one of the best ways to make money in Silksong, to be honest. And we do kind of need to do that. We had a bunch of rosaries, like more than we knew what to do with for a while. But then last time we finally spent a bunch of them. And well, now we don't quite have as many. Okay. I think I will simply warp back to the Bellway station. And I don't think I had anything else I wanted to do. Yes, we have those 2 quests that we've accepted in our quest log. And I suppose, technically, there is a chance that if I go down and continue the main quest, we might somehow make these quests impossible to complete, and that would be unfortunate. Or rather, these wishes, the wishes that we promised. A lot of people have been commenting on the fact that a wish promise sounds so much more important and impactful than quest accepted. And it certainly does. I don't remember if I commented on it. It's been, well, it's certainly been a while since we found our first wish that we could promise. But yeah, it certainly feels like it's a way bigger responsibility than simply accepting a quest into your quest log, even though effectively and functionally it's the same. Or well, seems to be anyway. I do wonder if there's, like, I do wonder if you can fail a wish and if there will be consequences for that. But so far as I remember, that hasn't happened to me. Right, so here's Forge Daughter, and we need to go below. Bottom left. And I guess this path should work. We of course had a pretty fun run around here a couple of streams ago. We fought 2, like, bosses. I don't remember what they were called. Oh, or actually no, I think that there were some kind of brothers, right? Four brothers? I think so. But there weren't 4 of them, there were only 2. Because of course it wasn't 4 F-O-U-R, it was 4 F-O-R-E. Right, oh, I remember. This was like a sauna room kind of thing. Yeah. There was some way to fill this up with steam. Oh, I forgot. At the start of the stream, or I guess I don't need to run left for it. At the start of the stream, I said I had 3 things to talk about. Or maybe I just said I had things to talk about and I didn't mention the number. In any case, I did have 3 things to talk about, and I talked about 2 of them now. However, third one, I still want to talk about that. So this move, whoops. This move, oh, can I not do it in there? Apparently not. Yeah, so this move that we've been puzzling over since the very first stream. Yeah, because in the very first stream I was like jumping around the beginning area and I figured we could do this move. I figured it out because I just was pressing every button basically. You do this by clicking the right stick in. And I didn't know what this did. And I didn't know for the longest time, but I think I have now finally seen a clip. I've just happened to see a clip of someone using it. And I think it's a taunt. And I believe I also already said that it almost looks like a taunt, like what you might do in Smash Brothers when you press like one of the D-pad directions. But then I didn't think much further on that, because it didn't seem to me that, like, what could you possibly use a taunt for? But I think what you use this for is to lure enemies over. Like, if an enemy is nearby but is not aggroed, then you can do, like, you can press this and then the enemy will start following you. I think that's what that's for. Pretty sure that's what was happening in that clip that I happened to glance, that my eyes happened to glance upon. And we will have to go test that theory. This is also not the correct direction at all. Does this area even have enemies? Looks like it might not. Oh well. I'm sure we will find plenty of enemies elsewhere. We are in no rush to try this ability out. We've gone 58 hours without figuring it out. Ah, look at that. Enemy. Except you are not the kind that could follow me, are you? Yeah, okay. Well, we should do this around someone who's, like, actually nimble and can move around the world. Who isn't confined to a simple ceiling. I'm so hesitant to run around because I'm afraid I'll break the thing I'm carrying, but of course I'm not carrying anything fragile at the moment. That's a bit silly. Ballo. Inspect. Ballo? Aren't you meant to be here? I realized that I took a while to get here. Ah, there you are. Were we able to get up here before? Probably, right? Hello. Hello, Ballo. Oh, miss, how's all this then? A lot of dials to be tracking, but at least the controls seem in good order. From here, I can guide your bell down, best as any bug.
That's fine.
Then you have no prior experience with this type of transport? No one does, miss. Thems who used to dive are all long dead, or cursed to a half-life. And there ain't no bug left alive's been brave or stupid enough to try. Till now, at least. I'll work it best as I can. Can't do much more, I'm afraid. At least the forgings of these docks were built to last. Now we's only gotta pray they hold for you. Here's the key that'll see you inside its metal belly. Pop in there once you're feeling good and ready. In the meantime, I'll get to seeing things set up here. Oh, so you don't have an issue at all with having to wait here a while. Diving bell key. That looks interesting. Pop inside the... Yep, will do. Have you got anything new to sing about?
Nope.
Yeah, that sounds pretty much the same as always. So, diving bell, eh? And I guess we're just plunging straight into that lava down below. That is, I didn't expect to be doing this. I mean, of course I did when I started this stream, because, well, we were told that we were going to be doing this by Ballo and Hornet, and, you know, that's the quest that we were set on. But before last stream, I definitely wouldn't have guessed that we'd be going, like, lava diving. That's crazy. Oh, wait, we can talk to Ballo through here? This looks like one of those little gramophone, like, outputs that show up near some benches in Hollow Knight. And then you can break them and then they don't work anymore. Sir, I wish to depart. Please ready the bell for travel. Sure thing, miss. Sit on the bench and I'll send you down. Okay. Oh, look, we even get a bit of a peephole for some light. What? They've got some fancy strong seatbelts? Hornet looks so cute just being, like, snugly clasped by those seatbelts. Oh, I like the way the light outside changed as we entered the lava. And you can even see some heat distortion. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This would be terrifying. Look at how it's cracking. Hornet? Hornet's gonna be fine. Hornet's a bit different. Oh my goodness. Hornet? Game over. We needed to temper the bell, it turns out. Is take overwhelm retrieve Sybil? What? Mistake overwhelm retrieve something? Retrieval impossible? I think that's Ballo. You've made a mistake and retrieval is impossible? I'm not seeing any lava glow around anymore. This place has been thoroughly destroyed. Was even the bench destroyed? How did that even happen? Ballo. Sir, if you can hear me, there has been an accident during the descent. Hornet is so calm. Calm, cool, and collected. In this broken state, the bell is unfit for travel. Retrieve it if you may, but I shall not return within. Mistake, overwhelm, retrieval, impossible. Tracked? Cannot up and repair, sorry, miss. Hold on. What is the tracked part? Cannot happen? No. In any case, can't repair, sorry, miss is then something like that. Tracked. Retract? Extract? Unsure. Anything else, Ballo? Okay, well. I'm not sure. It seems like Ballo seems to think that we're still alive, which is good. That is correct. Hornet, I would be terrified of just hitting this door like that. I guess it did seem pretty obvious that we weren't, like, surrounded by lava anymore, but still, yikes. Okay, well, the bell's not very functional anymore. That's fine. I can't... Oh. The map button doesn't even, like, bring up the no map thing anymore. It just simply doesn't do anything. Like, I'm holding left bumper right now, which usually, you know, either brings up the, like, sort of inline in-world map, as in you can still walk around while you do it. Or, if you don't have the map, then it shows the no map icon. But it's not doing that at all right now. So I wonder if I double-click it? No, nothing. Yeah. It's not even, we don't have a map for this area. A map is simply not a concept that you could possibly entertain here. Alright. There's almost certainly a secret up there, surely. Well, at least we have a bench and we've got a cool new area to explore. So far it looks very much like the Marrow and the Deep Docks. Okay, let's head right. I know usually left is considered the bonus direction that you want to check first, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. That was my hunch and it seems to have been correct. And I guess also at the very start of Hollow Knight, the actual direction to go is to the left and the bonus direction is to the right. Did I say Hollow Knight? I meant Silksong. Wait a minute. Hey! These are the creatures that crawl around in Ancient Basin in Hollow Knight. Well, not quite the same. These ones are like more grey here. Shadow Creeper. Or yeah, darker and metal-like maybe. Shell-plated worm found only in the deepest depths. Seems to survive despite consuming no food or liquid. Yeah, that's perfectly normal. I guess they just live off the void down here. The Abyss. And it's literally just called that. Again, I suppose it's just called the same thing underneath all of the kingdoms, which would make sense, I suppose. Oh, what is that? What? It looks like a freaking hanging meeting. Oh my god. What? What was that? Gloomsack. Tiny empty creature, barely a bug, swallows its prey whole and sucks their nutrients until nothing remains. Well, good thing we managed to stop them before that nothing remains part. Ugh. Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Another thing that Silksong has been doing so many like tiny little things that are new that Hollow Knight didn't do, and it's just been interesting seeing all of them. One thing has been that like enemies interact with Hornet in a lot more varied ways. Like sometimes they have attacks that grab you for a moment, or they have attacks that grab you in a slightly different. You know what? Maybe it's just all just grabbing attacks. Like this one kind of wraps around you, and then there's shear guys in Greymore. You kind of get trapped in their shears for a moment, and they like pull you along, but you're not like really like they don't really hold you in there. And then you have the maggots in Sinner's Road who like jump at you and then bite you and hold you in their mouth for a bit, so you get like pulled along with them. And then there of course is this one here that we just encountered, where they like grab onto you and don't let go, so you're kind of stuck in mid-air, it seemed. Okay, let's I almost want to. Yeah, what? They pull you upwards? That's crazy. I didn't realize they were pulling me upwards. Yeah, so they do. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. Let me go. I am clearly not very good at dealing with them. Wait, what? Did that not consume any silk? No, it must have done. Especially because I don't have enough silk to heal right now. I think I'm just not used to having this long of a silk spool. We can really just hold on to so much silk at once. Look at those weird void pogo goop things. It's just like a usual pogo goop thing, but now with void. Bye now. Warranty void if you poke on it. Look at these spikes. Don't these look a bit more like some of the like more classic spikes in Hollow Knight? I'm really not doing a good job here, am I? That's fine. Where'd that awful bug creature go? I think it died on the spikes. I keep trying to check the map. Like it's even worse than when you do it in an area where you don't have the map for, because at least there Hornet tries to pull up the map and it goes, ah, no map. Here I end up looking like a dumbass because it looks like I'm just standing there and doing nothing. This has a slightly deep nesty vibes. Look at these void tendrils. Okay, hold on. We will not go immediately down there yet. We also want to check the. What are you? I don't like it. Your head looks sort of like those other creatures who like grab onto us. Oh, that's why. That would be why. You reached me all the way over here. I'm becoming a fish. I don't know if my mic can even pick that up. It's fine. Oh no. What? Alright, I'm clearly not good at dealing with these enemies. I imagine I could probably just swing my needle at the right time, and that would deter them quite effectively. But well, for that you need to swing your nail at the proper time, which I don't know if you noticed, but I have not been doing. Okay. Well, let's practice with these. Simply don't get hit by them, just like any other enemy. I guess the thing with these is that they don't get knocked back when they dash towards you. Like, they just keep on going. Maybe that's what was throwing me off there. Ooh, almost landed in these spikes, but that's fine. And there we go. We're back at the room where we died in. Yes. So, what's your deal? How about you don't get to spawn enemies at me now? Oh, never mind. Too late for that. Oh, of course you deal double damage. Why wouldn't you? Oh my goodness. What are... I'm leaving. Actually, it's fine. I don't need to be near there at all. Oh no. Alright, not a fun time getting hit by these enemies. We should avoid that. Alright. No, stop! You turn around so quick! I really just didn't expect that to happen. Oh well. Uh-oh. So you are gonna spawn some enemies and then you're gonna throw goop at me. Never mind. You instead turn around and dash at me. Ugh. That's fine. Dying a couple times to the same normal enemy. Well, okay. I don't know that I'd call that enemy normal. But it isn't a boss nor a mini-boss, it's just a slightly stronger usual enemy. Totally acceptable to die to them a couple of times. Definitely. This isn't cope at all. In any case, at least we can get back here really easily. You should be... Yeah, here's my silk. Oh, please get it back. And by silk, I of course mean cocoon. What's the button for throwing? There we go. Oh. What's the button for throwing a tool, of course? The button for throwing, I've got it all figured out. I'm throwing all the time. We're fine. All my attempts get thrown somehow. I was trying to claw grip out of the way, or claw line actually. That's the word for it. Ouch. Terrible skill at pogoing. This is not a good display, Hornet. We're not... No one's gonna like our performance. Oh no. Stay away! I'm no good at avoiding that. Okay, wait, do you even spawn? No, you do spawn them. Got it. Understood. How did that dash not work out for me? Oh, no, you don't want to fight them in this tunnel. Oh, I can assure you, you don't. Oh, you are still here. I mean, of course, why wouldn't you be? I could try my parry, but that's not gonna end well for me. I'm running away. Where are the bugs that it spawned? Did they despawn somehow, or nope? They are right here. And I think we've got even more showing up now. Ugh. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We can play things a bit safe. I can even heal. Look at that. The ability to heal is an incredible thing. Oh, good thing Hornet can do it. And we're not doing a rando where it's been removed. Ooh. Very bad claw lining skills. Oh, you... Ah. You killed them you're all on your own. Got it. Okay, that's why they were gone before. Or well, some of them were. I must leave. That was a very close grab. I didn't do anything to back myself up in case Hornet didn't grab there. What? What a wonderful move. Wait, you spawned them from underneath their wings? That's crazy. Alright. That's fine. We will try again. I could, of course, probably simply just run past that enemy. But I imagine... Well, first of all, I wouldn't want to give up. We're gonna defeat that enemy. Both because I want to, and also I imagine we will need to know how to deal with them as we explore this area further. So it would be quite silly to just run past them only to end up in a boss fight where you need to fight 3 of them at once or something. Or I guess it would be an enemy arena, not a boss fight then. Of course, we can use some tools. I was gonna dash to the left, but I guess I still had some sort of cooldown going on. Okay, so you are just kind of spawning and dashing all over the place, and I still couldn't dash left. Okay, I think I'm just not used at all used to the dash cooldown. But apparently there is one. Oh, no, let go. Did one of you just knock me out of being trapped? Okay, I can heal. This is fine. We even got a new entry for you. This one disturbs me. There is something in its simplicity. Do I almost feel fear? Oh. That is yeah, honestly. I think that's the first time Hornet has expressed any sort of, like, significant distress at an enemy. I guess it wasn't significant, but, like, I don't know. Usually Hornet's so confident. So it's kind of crazy to hear Hornet say, do I feel fear about an enemy? What was that? What did I just do? I'm not doing good against this enemy, am I? That's fine, we'll learn. Wait, is the floor actually tilted in here? Are we standing on a tilted floor and walking on it? We are. That's crazy. Does that ever happen in Hollow Knight? Is there ever a slope that you walk on? Like, yeah, there are some slopes that you can slide on, I guess. Wait, are there even? There are slopes in the ceiling, but are there ever any in the floor? I'm not sure. In any case, that right there was a slightly sloped area. Or I guess, I don't know, it was mostly tilted, not sloped. Oh, but is that really a distinction we care about too much right now? I think not. Oh, interesting, that enemy spawner on the roof didn't get triggered right then. I guess I just passed by far enough down below it. Okay, maybe before I go to fight that boss, I should take care of this bug that gets spawned over here. Although, it would of course also be good to get my cocoon back. Where did I die? I think I died right in the middle of this. Yeah, something like that. Oh, also there is definitely something up above there. You can see it from here. Can I throw? Oh yeah, I can throw things. Oh, I can never get away from that attack in time. I guess I just need to realize fast enough that it's happening. Oh. What? But I was poking you. This is awfully rude of you. Oh no. It's the goop move again. Wait, does it? I think I get like a void effect from it. I think it eats my silk a bit. It looked like I had a void effect on me. Did I really just take damage from that? That's silly. Yeah, there's something above here. I could maybe pogo up there from off of these bugs that this guy spawns. Right. I'm sure you don't have that much health. There we go. I just need to get some hits in. I was really honestly just wasting time. Rather than running away and trying to deal with the small bugs, I should have just tried to get it in more close hits. Gargant Gloom. Enormous tubular beast, uniquely suited to living close to the void below. It's funny. Like, tubular obviously here means that it's got like tubes in it that the worms come out of. But Tubular, of course, is also a word that... Like this, like, what? Like a surfer dude word for something that's cool. And Team Cherry is from Australia, which, like, I think you'd associate with that kind of guy. Or at least you'd associate it with surfing, I believe. Stay away! Wait, would you actually? I'm not sure. Is it obvious at all that I don't know at all what I'm talking about? It should be. Okay, so, big enemy. As we've already learned, we want to deal with them fast and not sit around here forever. What am I doing? I honestly just didn't know how to get out of the situation. Wow, what a crazy run you can do. You can almost kind of just hold left and dash from that point. Okay, well, not here. There's a bit of a... What is that guy called? It's not a corpse creeper, because that's a different thing, but it's some kind of creeper. Ooh. This is not the way to make the run back. Hornet. Come on. We can do better. We must do better. This is the norm here. They expect you to deal with these enemies. I must be careful now. We need to get our rosaries back. And of course, we do have a Silk Eater. Hold on. Okay. I can hear that enemy crawling over there on the left, and I want to go get my rosaries back without getting hit by it. Thank you. I'm gonna climb up here and heal. And now... No one can send it our way except for maybe you. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You're spawning some enemies. We can deal with that. One of them even fell into the goop. And I think one of them just got killed by you yourself. That's awesome. I don't think you even jump. So, like, what am I afraid of? I just pogo you a couple of times and you'll be dead? Yeah, there we go. Stop being afraid of the enemies. That's, like, the biggest issue. In almost any game, if you just gain a little bit of confidence to deal with enemies, they become much less of a threat. I like those. I don't know. Those void goops goop balls, goop orbs that we bounce on. They're very weird. They make this weird splishy splashy noise. I didn't kill the enemy on the left. And I almost think maybe I should go back there and try to see if they spawn more enemies. And maybe I could pogo on them to get to that upper section that I thought I saw. But I think it's not worth it. If we end up there later... I mean, it certainly seems like we're meant to end up there later anyway. If we are meant to end up there at all. I think I simply won't bother. Too bad I can't add a marker on my map though, because we haven't got one for this place. We can't even like blindly place one in the vague location of our compass on the map. Because we we cannot even entertain the concept of opening a map. We're in entirely unknown territory. And, well, I wouldn't hold out any hope at all for Chakra showing up here. So it's either we grab a map off a carapace of some dead bug again, or we must go mapless. Oh, that's another thing. I don't think I've talked about this on stream, but I saw that apparently there's an achievement for beating like at least half the game without a map, and then some. I think there are like at least 2 points, so like some further point of the game without a map, and that's pretty cool. I think that shouldn't be too hard. At least Hollow Knight's map I certainly know very well by now. But of course that took me... that's after hundreds of hours of playing Hollow Knight. But I do feel like I know Silksong's map reasonably well. That thought, that confidence might immediately go out the window in a bit. As soon as we actually try that challenge. But currently, I'm feeling pretty confident about the no map idea. Of course, I don't know about 100%ing the game without a map. But just in general... beating it or like getting halfway through it, that sounds very doable. Like getting the regular ending, I don't think I'd have much of an issue with that at all. That sounds quite trivial. So we could go to the right from here, and we could also go down that long spiky tunnel bottom left. I think I'll go this way first. Although I am sort of erring from my typical pattern of making sure I explore all of a room before I go in a direction that takes me through a transition. I can't go up, but I can go down. Okay, I guess we're going down then. I could have gone to that other spike path, because there I could at least ascend up through it. I'm pretty sure those were pogoable spikes, whereas these don't seem to be. Hey, but they've got other things for us to pogo here. Was there anything to the left? I thought there might have been, but I'm also not feeling too inclined to check right now. Wow! What? Why did I do that? I was right next to a platform. I decided to be just a little bit too greedy. And not to... Oh, no. And now I'm gonna throw... Oh, no. This is not good, Hornet. Just take things slowly like you did that first attempt. It's totally fine. Don't glide into any of these awful, awful spikes that you can't even bounce on. There we go. Now, these are some correct normal spikes. You can poke on them. You can apply some needle force to them, and they will in a very friendly manner launch you back up into the skies. Arcane egg! Holy crap, and it looks quite like the ones from Hollow Knight 2. Black stone egg formed before the birth of Farloom, a relic from the ancient past, highly prized by collectors of historical items. Indeed. That is crazy. Is that the first time we're getting like an actual full equivalent to an item in Hollow Knight? I think so. Like, that is basically exactly the same item. Because, yeah, of course, we have a needle, which is basically the nail, and we have... What? I don't know. Like, mask shards are still quite similar to the mask shards from Hollow Knight. But still, they're slightly different. And maybe the arcane egg also looks slightly different, I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess other than the mask shards, this is the first item that is, like, actually one for one from Hollow Knight. That's crazy. And I guess we also saw, like, Lifeblood. And we can get it to sort of function like Lifeblood in Hollow Knight, but it's not like, you know, little notes that you break in the wild and then that gives you it. No, we had to get like a special item that works as a tool now. So even though it is effectively Lifeblood, it's not even called Lifeblood here. It's called Plasmium, and it functions slightly differently. So I still wouldn't say it's like a one-for-one transfer from Hollow Knight. Unlike the Arcane Egg, of course. And if the Arcane Egg is anything like the Arcane Eggs in Hollow Knight, then Relic Seeker Scrounge will give us a bunch of money for it. What are you? Shadow Charger. Bulky worm in the deepest depths. Lies in tight crevices and uses its weighty body to batter. Indeed. That is what it's trying to do. Oh, I should play the needle into some of these creatures. Wait, so this climb was entirely for the Arcane Egg? And I guess to get this enemy entry? That seems to be the case, unless I missed something, which I could have. I easily could have done that. And I might indeed have done so. Okay. Well, good thing I went that way first before dropping down this pit on the left. It did seem like the direction I should go first, though. I was kind of wondering if we might get a bench from that way. But also, yeah, we're pretty close to our first one. So I guess we wouldn't need a bench. I was trying to pogo on those. Hello? Boss fight chamber? I can't check my map, which, of course, I tried to do just then. Left or right? Mordor Gandalf. Is it left or right? We're gonna go right. Watch this be a bad idea immediately. Oh, look at that! Void tendrils. Well, not just like the ones in Hollow Knight, but quite similar. You approach them and they get slightly agitated, and then I imagine if I get very close to them, they would lash out and kill me. But yeah, they're like more furry. They've got like an aspect of... I don't know. They're slightly different. They're gonna pull the platforms down. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, not all the platforms, though. So it seems like you could still maybe make your way back across. Could you actually? Yes. They don't try to pull down absolutely every single one. Whatever. I'm fine carrying on this way. Bench! Good direction. Best direction to go in. That reminds me again of Sherma's line of dialogue for that gate. It's just so delightful, isn't it? Gate. Nicest gate I've met. Great gate, greatest miracle yet. Like, it's just... It is unfortunate that Sherma's losing that optimistic and naive attitude now. What is this? A rune depicting the abyss. Take the map. Yes, we do get a map for this. Cartographer. Acquire a map of each area. Well, there we go. I think that certainly confirms that we're pretty far into the game. Interesting. It's interesting that we got this so much later. Interesting that we got this so much later than the last Bellway Beast. But I guess it makes sense. What this also means, or well, seems to mean, is that the Abyss, that this isn't like a whole separate section of the game, even though it is like in a very different spot on the map overall. It's not like this becomes a whole separate underground section or extra underground section with like 5 different areas. It seems like it's just gonna be the Abyss. Although, I'm sure Team Cherry could throw something crazy at us. Maybe the Abyss is like 5 times as big as every other area. Who knows? It's also interesting that I can see my other markers above us. But we can't actually access them on this map. Like, are At least I don't seem to be able to go back to my usual map. Which is interesting, because if they're so close that we can see them in this zoomed-in view, like the markers from the previous map, then why wouldn't you be able to also just see those other areas from here? Interesting. Oh, and our goal... Wait, hold on. Yeah, let's not walk in that rightward direction. There is clearly a secret to our left, and the goal to our right. Yes, those void tendrils function pretty much exactly the same as they did in Hollow Knight, I think. I'm pretty sure they even also dealt double damage in Hollow Knight, so this isn't even like a Silksong enhancement. That, oh, now they deal double damage. I'm pretty sure they always did that. So, what's this? Oh, no! Right, this little nook here is specifically for fighting this enemy, I would say. What? You don't play Silksong for 1 day. 1 whole day, and you're immediately 10 times worse than you were before. And I wasn't that good before, so this isn't a good situation. That's fine. That is fine. We can simply get our rosaries back. Yeah, we wouldn't want to lose our rosaries after we did that whole courier quest. Or even several courier quests, I think. I think we have several courier quests worth of rosaries under our belt currently. Or well, not that Hornet has a belt, but in our pockets, somewhere. We have a rosary pouch, probably. There we go. No reason to die an enemy like this, that you can evade easily and murder in just a couple of hits. That's a suspicious wall, but I guess not suspicious enough to allow me to pass through it towards a secret at this moment. Interesting, like, creaking noises. What are you? Another lore tablet thing? Erase our fear, eliminate our desire, to suffer no more, void, cleanse us. Okay. Should I have any notion of who might have written this? I know in Hollow Knight, there were some references to this like ancient void civilization that was before Hallownest and before all of that. Some ancient civilization that used to worship the void. Do we think this might be from that same civilization, or does this tie back to the shaman somehow? I don't see why it would do that. The shamans certainly are involved in some spooky things, but I don't think it's quite this. Oh, you know what I am very curious about, though I think I do know the answer to it, is I wonder, like, surely the Bellway Beast children wouldn't reach us here. Like, if I played up Needle-In right now, they wouldn't take me back to a Bellway station, surely. I think that just couldn't possibly be the case. Oh, cutscene? Okay, Hornet's just taking a look at the void. And it's responding, or I think it's just responding to the screams. Here you lie, Monarch, yet still you cling to life. Oh, actually, look at the tendrils. The rays that they radiate out. It seems like we're close to, like, a central point. Given the, like, amount of angle changes that we can see in just a little bit of horizontal movement here. Here you lie, Monarch, sunk so deep, yet still you cling to life. Would you let your lands be choked black to protect just her? Lace! Spider dear, what a delight to have you visit. It is oh so lonely here at the bottom of the world. Right, hold on. Are we saying that if Grandmother Silk weren't holding on right now, weren't holding on to life right now to protect Lace, then the void wouldn't be choking this world? Like the void would be content to retreat, having consumed Grandmother Silk? And the reason that it's like currently bothering Farloom is specifically because Grandmother Silk isn't letting go? Maybe. I cannot share your mirth, child. Your small rebellion above now causes this kingdom's collapse. Letting you live was my rebellion, Spider. I've denied my mother your silken strength. I've won. She can thrash and waste and know her pathetic broken child caused the mortal wound. Rejoice, and let it all come down. I will not. I have already stood the sentinel for one dying land. That role I will never play again. Hold on. Does that make sense for Hornet to say? Because, like, this is a prequel to Hollow Knight. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure that was official. I think it was even said in one of the trailers, and I haven't heard of Team Cherry changing their mind on this. So, if Hollow Knight takes place after this, well, like, Hornet is definitely playing the role of Sentinel for a dying land. So, I guess Hornet just intends to never play that role again, but, well, why? Why does she think she will not need to? Or why does she change her mind and go back to play it again in Hollow Knight? I'm uncertain. Because it's not like she, like, is there only because she believes that, oh, you can do things differently and then actually defeat the Radiants. No. Initially, she's suspicious of that. She thinks you're just another vessel who has no hope of accomplishing anything. It's only later, once you've proven your strength over and over again. Both one time against Hornet and then just wandering through the land that Hornet's like, okay, you know what? Maybe we can actually accomplish something here, and then you eventually fight Hornet again, and then you get the King's Rest and all that. So interesting that Hornet says this here. That role I will never play again. While I live and possess the strength to resist, this kingdom and the bugs within it shall not fall. Haha, spider, spider. What a marvelous specimen you are. Specimen, eh? Yarnaby also called us that. You fight and fight, heedless as the world crumbles around you. Farloom and her bugs will be crushed to dust, and still you'll be vainly swinging your blade. There may still be a way to prevent that fate. I will claim the hidden power and the bloom that repels the dark. The bloom that repels the dark. That really reminds me of the like pale flowers that Zemir gives you. Huh. Those snails. I didn't mean to skip that. No. Why does left trigger skip dialogue? And like at such an important moment too. Hold on a minute. Let's see if the clip that thing works. Because it didn't work last time. The clip just didn't get created. It wasn't a real one. I think it is just fully broken. But the like slash clip thing doesn't work. Dang it. Okay. That's fine. We can again just check the recording that's ongoing. Sentinel for one. Whoops, that's me. Shush. No, that's the dialogue we have visible currently. I want to see what was before this. Come on. Rejoice and let it all come down. I haven't already said Sentinel for one dying line. We saw that. And then what did Hornet say? I think this is my least favorite aspect of Silksong, is that left trigger, if you like breathe near it, it will skip dialogue. And I know it's not only me. It's I've seen it happen to other people too. It just like, it's silly. Why does it do anything? And then why does it have to be so sensitive that if you like slightly press it in, like if you have an analog trigger? I don't know. Okay, so here I was discussing that role I will never play again line. And what did Hornet say after? We should be catching up to it pretty soon. Please, I want to see what Hornet said. I'm skipping forward a bit. Okay, marvelous specimen. Farloom and her bugs will be crushed to dust, and still you'll be vainly swinging your blade. And then Hornet said, there may still be a way to prevent that fate. I will claim the hidden power, the bloom that repels the dark, right? And then I talked about the flower. Those snails share some fault in the snare and their callous use of the void. They shall help me now to seek its counter. There we go. Wonderful. Again, an awful lot of work just to read one line of dialogue, but here we are. I will return, child, when I bear the strength to dive below and cut this land finally free of your mother's grasp. Okay, wait, so we just came here to see the void and now we're going back up and we'll tell them, yep, there sure is void. Can you give me a thing to dive into it and then we come back again? I guess so. Interesting, and Lace just vanishes. Like, I feel like Lace isn't in their normal state. I don't think Lace was able to, like, fully vanish like this. I mean, during a fight, sure, maybe. But certainly not with void particles. So I feel like Lace is somehow tied up in this whole void situation, which I guess is why Grandmother Silk still needs to hold on. Because otherwise Lace could surely just run away and then Grandmother Silk could let go. I guess. Okay, so we need to head back up. I should look at what my quest mark Raven says. Okay, we can go over here. Am I allowed to stand here? Looks like I am. Maybe not for too long. Hold on, let's look at our quest then. Return to Farloom. Ascend. Escape the abyss. Alright. That might be easier said than done. I have no idea how we, like, get that diving bell functional again. I suppose I could... I really could try, summoning the Bell Beast children. But again, I don't think they could reach down here. What is that? How could I make this jump? Oh, to the left. I was already considering trying a cocoon skip or something. But that doesn't seem quite necessary. This whole, like, abyss platforming section also reminds me of something in Pale Court. overall, just pretty interesting how many things in Silksong have... Well, not many. It's like 2 things in Silksong that have felt similar to Pale Court, and even then it's not that similar. Both of the similarities have been like tiny similarities in sections that are overall largely different. Still, it's been interesting. I should remove... let me refresh my chat. I don't want that clip that isn't even real to be visible here. Yeah, I don't know what, like, because what I'm trying to do is, or what I tried to do today and last time is I type /clip, and it, like, I figured that it should create a clip. And it tries to, it even posts a link in chat. But, what it doesn't do is actually make the clip isn't real. You go to that link and then it just loads forever. And then when I go and look at clips that I've created, or look at clips that have been created on my channel, there's nothing listed there either. So I think this thing is just completely broken. Completely broken feature. Okay. I don't know where I'm climbing to. Like, is this part of the escape? Because I kind of thought I was checking to the right for a quick little bonus. And then that would be it. But currently, it certainly seems like this might actually lead somewhere. Maybe this is how we get out. Maybe we end up in a whole another area between here. I don't know. It did say we had all the maps. But that doesn't mean that we... you know, couldn't get to a sub-area that counts as part of another place. Because, for example, the Hive in Hollow Knight, that, like, you could almost, like, it certainly feels like a separate area, but it is technically part of Kingdom's Edge and shares a map with it. So something like that could definitely happen. I think also the Weave Nests have been, like, most of the time they've been part of a different area. That would be interesting, finding a Weave Nest down here. I was meant to reach that, wasn't I? Pretty sure I was. And I didn't. Oh, I still haven't, played the needle in for any of you. Hello? 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 You're not very... Right. You're not very cooperative. That's right. I already tried playing the needle in for, like, other void creatures up in Farloom. And that also didn't yield any results. And I concluded that void creatures might be immune, or must be immune, or seem to be. At least the ones that I tried. Seem to be immune. What did I just do? Oh, bit of a silly maneuver, isn't it? Oh, I could have used them to climb back up, but I didn't. That's fine. We'll do our silly glide back down and we'll climb back up. That should be quite swiftly doable. Right, what was this way though? Because I was still curious about this. Uh-oh. I wonder if I could just let them carry me up higher if I didn't struggle. I probably could. These platforms are suspicious though. Like, are they just meant to catch you? You're just meant to get this little bit of shell shard from here and that's that? I think so. Now that I've fallen down that left path, I'm somewhat less suspicious of that direction. Right, well, let's try that again. I should also heal. Why not? Otherwise, we'll be wasting silk as we collect it. Okay. Yeah, I do need to reach that upper one. Got it. Good thing that wasn't particularly challenging. Or, well, is that a good thing? We like a bit of challenge. Ooh, needle in door. Will it actually be a weave nest? I feel like a majority of the times when we've opened a door like this, it has been a weave nest. But not every time. Weave nest Absalom. It sure is a weave nest. We wouldn't happen to have a bench here, huh? For a weary traveler who isn't particularly used to wandering around the abyss. Hear whispers. That's always a good thing to hear when you're entering a creepy dark cave thing. Dropping down there looks like an option for sure. Do I want to go there yet? Or do I want to explore this way first? Hello? What is this? That's a suspicious room. Almost like a room that you might play the needle in? Oh? Wait. It's almost like I'm waking that, or whatever these were called. One of these constructs. But not quite. Farsight, that's a tool, it seems. It looks like a claw or a crown, I mean. Yeah. Rather like an entire skeletal hand, even. Farsight, retracted weaver surveillance instrument. Once assembled, the device will allow observation over vast distances. The Farsight can be assembled in a home. Well, we have one of those. Or, well, we did, assuming that it hasn't somehow been destroyed now. So if we go there, we can assemble this. I don't know what they mean by, like, what, see over vast distances? What do you mean? What would this actually do in-game? Wouldn't it be funny if it let you zoom out the screen farther? Or like, can we actually like just see all the way across the map? Like we could like scry a different location or something. I'm uncertain. Okay, let's try descending this, but slowly and carefully. Oh no! Oh, look at the way these vine things collapse down here. That looks pretty cool. I mean, lots of ground everywhere in Silksong has been collapsing like this, but it's still neat when we see a new bit of ground do it in a new, slightly different way. Okay, nothing here. Oh, something I should or could also talk about is that, of course, I've already mentioned and discussed it with Board Guy about how it seems that a lot of people are complaining about Silksong's difficulty and calling it mean and unfair and all that. And now that I've watched several Silksong playthroughs, I find it interesting also that a lot of people seem to not realize that you can heal mid-air, so I wonder if that's what's causing it. Like, do some people... is like at least some percentage of the people complaining that Silksong is too hard, that, is that simply because they didn't realize you could heal mid-air? Because that would certainly make a lot of situations more difficult. Yeah, so I wonder if that might be the cause. Not for all of the complaints, of course. There have been lots of complaints about the runbacks and other things, and the bench traps and the double damage and all that. But I do wonder, like, surely they would be lessened. I don't know. And obviously, a lot of the people that have these complaints, they do know how to heal midair. But it's just, yeah, an interesting thing to consider, I suppose. A rune scroll depicting void given form. That is a phrase, specifically, void given form. That is a phrase that was definitely used in Hollow Knight somewhere. Might it have been, like what, in a mold for the King's molds? Or the Wings molds, or some other creature like that? Perhaps. Or, I'm not sure. Because those are void given form, I think. That the Pale King, or the scientists at least, forge into. What is that thing sliding in the background? Do you see that? It's about to slide behind this table that I'm looking at. What's going on there? Yeah, so it could be Wings molds or King's molds that we saw that at. It could also maybe be... like, what is that thing that you get in the Hall of Gods? After you do, what is it, all the fights in Radiant? Maybe that depicts void given form? Maybe that's where you see that dialogue? I don't think it would be where you get... I don't think it would be at the location where you get the Void Tendril's journal entry. Whatever, it's somewhere in Hollow Knight. Aha! A lore entry for the yeah, okay. Perhaps it was for the Void Tendril's journal entry then. Lashing fragments of pure darkness shaped into sharpened tentacles. The void that will claim all things. In the barbed forms it chooses, its nature can be seen clear. Right. So I guess Hornet is saying that the fact that it chooses these, like, intimidating barbed things, that, like, reveals that it's evil? But, well, I don't know. Plenty of things will choose an intimidating form, or will evolve an intimidating form, not because they're evil, but because it's, like, a defense mechanism. Not that I think that's really the case with Void, but... I don't think your logic quite follows there, Hornet. Alright, let's head down here. I think this might be a side path. Okay. Well, it's not much of a path, I have to say. Look at this curve, though. This curve of spikes. It looks very smooth somehow. Even though it's jagged with spikes. But, like, the overall trend that it follows, that is so smooth. It's a perfect curve. Incredible. Not a perfect curve, of course, in the sense that it's perfectly circular, because that it isn't. But I like the way that curve looks. It looks neat. Oh, hello. That's a Weaver thing of sorts. We've seen that elsewhere, in Hollow Knight and in Silksong. Are we about to bind a new... Yeah, we are. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long, bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Will we get taken into a dream section? Probably not. Will this help me deal with the lava? Because I imagine... Or at least the quest told us that in order to go through the void, we still need to go back to Farloom. Silksong. Hold down and LT. Fling the needle upwards and launch to tremendous heights. Silk will be expended. Strike enemies to replenish silk. That's crazy. We get another huge upward... Uh-oh. Hold down and LT to super jump. So this is sort of like Crystal Dash, but upwards. That's insane. It also reminds me of an ability that you get in Time Spinner. Oh, shoot. I guess that's Time Spinner spoilers. Well, whatever. You get abilities in a Metroidvania. No, I shouldn't dismiss it. I shouldn't dismiss it. That is a spoiler. Wait, what am I doing? I need to launch up. I'm just sitting here. And I'm pretty sure I'm being chased by Void, so I should stop sitting here. So that's cool. But how will that actually help me? Oh, I guess I should have realized that I'd get something like this. Because we dropped down a big hole that, well, usually indicates that you're gonna get something to get out of that hole. Though I guess that's not necessarily true, because we could have also found a different path that just climbs around. But, well, that's not what happened. And it's nice that it uses the same button as the claw line. That means that both of these, like, vast, straight distance crossing abilities are on the same button, and that should hopefully be easy to remember and get used to. Yeah, but how is this actually going to help us? Because, like, there's still lava above us. So I don't know how this quite helps us deal with that. Okay, are we still in that big room where we talk to Lace? Yeah, we are. Well, this is also quite concerning. Because doesn't this mean that, like, just about any room that I've been in that has any sort of open expanse above it, I now want to go back to, like, I would now want to go back to and double check just to make sure that I can't up-claw in it. What is this called again? Up, Silksong. There we go. Oh, we have 5 things surrounding our little silk wheel here. What are we missing here? We're missing 1 silk heart still. Which is kind of funny, because there are 3 total silk hearts in the game, it seems. And we got the first one very early. We got it for defeating the Bell Beast. Oh, were we not also able to climb up this? That might have been another indicator that we'd get an ability like this, but I wasn't paying attention. Oh well. And... whoa. Oh, I like how we rung that bell up there. Well, not quite a bell, but that metal plate thing. Yeah, so that platform that I saw up here in this room, I guess this is how we're meant to get up there, and that might actually be our ticket out of the abyss in general. That little path that we saw up here. Though, I do still think that I probably could have enemy pogoed up there. Indeed, I might try that now. Though before, perhaps I should run to that other bench. Yes, I should. I am failing at it miserably! Hornet, go! Yes, except if I die on this path now, then I'll be very far from the bench that I currently have. No, it's fine. We can get back there easily. The entire reason I wanted to get that bench on the right was because, well, that enemy pogo could prove quite dangerous. Whatever. Oh, and we should also try to call out to Ballo, just to see if they have any new dialogue. Okay, I think the ascension had to be like a bit to the right here. Dang it. I do wonder if you can ascend... Wait, oh, did I ever try playing the needle in down there? Too late now. I wonder if you can only use this ascension when you have a roof above you for the needle clawline thing to clasp onto. I imagine you don't, because you don't need that for the horizontal move. Like, you can just do the horizontal move in midair, even if the claw can't grab onto anything. Okay, that's fine. We can simply avoid a lot of the enemies here. And now we get our cocoon back. Ooh! Slight mistake on the platforming there. Sorry everyone, the platform is a bit... the platforming's a bit faulty today. I'll have to get another stream. Oh! Okay, I almost didn't pogo there. Because I wasn't ready for it. I must have checked down here, right? What's here? Oh, I remember checking down there actually. Let's not worry about it. Wait, the bell's gone? Oh, they managed to raise it. Wait, but that means... oh, dang it. I think that means this other room isn't the way to go, and it's just a secret along the way. Wait, so Hornet really does just plan on, like, ascending up through there? Through the lava? Are you quite certain that's a good idea, Hornet? Because I'm not. But also, well, what do I know? I guess if Hornet's confident, then so should I be. Okay, hold on. Can I, like, activate you? Whatever. I'm sure you could do that, enemy pogo, but I really don't think I should bother with it right now. Let's just get rid of these enemies and we'll use our new ability that we got. Whoops. Okay. Wait, I really thought you'd be dead by now. Uh-oh. No, get off me. You are not a fun enemy to deal with. What am I doing? There's no reason to die to you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's ascend. I assume this uses silk. Right, but not very much. Just one. Similar to the claw line. I keep being surprised by how much movement they grant you. Hornet really can just go anywhere she pleases, it seems. In silence your voice, in darkness your form. We hire who see you seeking, our shells yearn for your embrace. In silence your voice, in darkness your form. They're talking to the void, it seems still. We hire. I assume they don't, like, they don't say higher as to assert some sort of superiority. I think they mean, like, vertically they are higher above. And the void is below, of course, because that's where it is, you know. Who see you seeking. See the void tendrils grasping for them, I suppose. The void yearns to consume living things? Question mark? Our shells yearn for your embrace. Yeah, I think... I'm not quite sure, but I think this is... this might be related, or at least it might be a similar type of civilization as that, like, ancient void worshipping civilization from Helonest. Well, from pre-Helonest times, but from that area. Yeah, I'm not sure if they would have actually been, like, the same civilization, but it at least seems similar. I don't know. I guess there's a chance that it could be some people from later times, like from during Farloom's actual prospering, when Farloom already existed. It could be people from that time, like some of them maybe lived down here. Because I guess they, you know, the diving bell to get down here, that was part of Farloom's, like, infrastructure. So some people would have been down here in the abyss, it seems to me. Or, well, maybe not. Maybe they were just kind of going under the lava to mine things, but they never went down quite this deep. That is an option also, I suppose. Okay. More silk spools here on the ground. Don't mind if I do. Wow. This orange. I don't imagine it's actually the infection from Hollow Knight, but it sure does remind me of it. Oh, those are non-pokeable spikes, of course. My bad. Ooh, we're gonna want to stay on this platform for a moment. Yeah, like this entire place here looks like the ancient basin, like particularly the parts where you approach Lostkin with like the with this sort of tendrils in the background, sometimes infected with void, and this orange glow around it. Very much reminds me of the location near Lostkin and Pure Vessel. Huh. Though again, I imagine this isn't actually the Radiance infection from Hollow Knight. This is, of course, the lava orange. Wait, yeah, but did I not say that immediately? Of course it's the lava. That's what the orange thing is. We came down through a massive pool of lava to get here. Oh, this isn't good. This is fine. You just sit here and then you pogo and everything's fine and safe. Oh, and I have just enough silk to heal. This is wonderful, actually. Everything's going my way. Do I want to go left? Ooh, left seems like the secret path, unless it isn't. I don't know, because we kind of needed to break walls to get to this path in the first place. But I don't know if we can immediately make the assumption that because the direction required oh no. That because the direction required you to break a wall, that it's a secret immediately. Where am I now? I'm above the room that we were in just before. Okay, looks like these are not lore tablets. It's almost like... I'm pretty sure these are just indicators that you are meant to use your up claw move there. Is this a shortcut back down? Is that the purpose of this? I think it is. Yeah, here's that other lore thing. Maybe this is how you're meant to find it rather than going straight up from down below. Well, whoops. We will go straight up from here instead. We've still got things to discover up above. Don't fall into spikes. Yeah, I love how you ring those ceiling panels when you reach them with the Silksong. I think that's what it was called. Might I get a bench at some point soon? I mean, no, it doesn't really matter. Oh, web. That's hilarious. The bench was like a half a second walk to my left, just barely obscured by the darkness. That's incredible. Oh, that person whose stream I was watching yesterday, she unlocked Bellheart. Like, she fought Widow and then unlocked, you know, freed Bellheart from the snare of the hunting. And then Didn't find the Pin Master. Didn't find the Pin Master. And then pretty much soon after asked like, isn't it weird that we haven't gotten any needle damage upgrades yet? I wonder if that's just not going to be a thing in Silksong and they like use all these other methods to power you up. And that was just hilarious. She of course later found the Pin Master later in the stream, but it was just at that moment it was very funny. Look at that lava! Uh-oh. What's the music doing? Whoa! This is unlike anything we've heard in Silksong before, I think. I mean, of course, it's still using, like, violins or violas or whatever. Wow. But certainly a unique sound. I think it's starting to build up towards a climb. At first, I thought it meant we were approaching a boss fight, but I think this is indicating that we're about to do an exciting climb. Can I pogo these? I can. Yeah, I think we've pogoed spikes like this before. Oh, right. We can't sit on that wall. Oh my goodness, I'm loving the build-up that this music is doing right now. Hold on, I should just not sit there. There's no good reason to do that. Should I be checking for secrets here? I almost feel like I shouldn't. Simply because this climb seems like it's going to be quite exciting and I wouldn't want to interrupt the flow of it, I suppose. Although, I mean, we can hit some walls along the way. Oh my goodness. I'm loving the build-up, and I'm also very curious to hear what it's going to sound like when we get to like further parts of the climb. I imagine there's going to be at least some chase section where there's like lava coming after us furiously. Okay, bad location to be in. I don't know why I did any of that. Is this all the way back at the bottom? I think it is. It might not be actually. I can't quite tell. In any case, let's try not to mess up again. Why did I say any of that? Alright, this is fine. I think this is probably going to be a slightly longer platforming gauntlet. I imagine fully filled with hazard respawns with no... or what? Fully filled with things that cause you to hazard respawn. Presumably without any checkpoint along the way. Who knows though? We will see. I'm really doing a terrible job right now. But that's fine. Let's simply start doing better. I do wonder if they'll throw a boss fight at you the same way that they did at the end of Path of Pain. That would be funny, and it will be unfortunate given that I already took so much damage at random sections along the way. There we go. Just simply move at a speed through here. At a decent pace. Because slowing down and being too hesitant is kind of what gets you in lots of locations like this. Right, okay, we jump on this wall. I can even break that, but that's not helpful. Okay, we pogo this. Everything is crumbling and rumbling. This is such a fun section. We had a section sort of like this earlier in that one... that didn't blow up the left one. In that one part where we needed the claw line. Oh my goodness, that's a giant rock that I didn't realize was there. Yeah, in that one part where we needed the claw line. Hold on. I think that has blown up some lava below us and we're being chased now. If I had to guess, that is what's happening. The rock that I dropped down. Oh, yes, that is certainly lava. That is what that is. Let me through. Okay, we need to rush now. This is actually, it's not really reminding me of Ori and the Blind Forest. But that game, or the Ori games did have some funny climbing sections where you were being chased by an environmental hazard. Uh-oh. Oh, please! I'm throwing. This is, I need to speed up. Okay, all of these platforms are going to collapse. I think it's time to lock in, and certainly not a section to worry about secrets at all. What is this? Hello? 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 Oh, I have an up move! I forgot! No, I forgot! Oh, they even gave us a checkpoint. That's forgiving of them. The music is still making progress. I can't believe it. This is the main ability that we got here. I like how I did that whole platforming section, and then at the end I forgot that I have an up claw, a Silksong. Oh, that was cool. Too bad that it's over. It would be fun if that went on for like 10 times as long. Oh well. There's always, you know, mods for that, I guess. Although making a section quite as involved as this is not something that mods tend to do. Hold on, you've just been infected by Void, haven't you? Not so funny, I completely forgot we had that Ascension ability. Well, I think I did pretty okay there. I stumbled a lot early on because I was like still going slow and looking for secrets, but as soon as you realize that, okay, we just need to kind of go here, and you stop worrying about that, then that's fine. Wait, but I don't have the map. What? I don't have a map for this area. What do you mean? We have, it said we got an achievement for getting all the maps. Excuse me. Acquire a map of each area. Okay. I mean, this does look a lot like Deep Docks. Or the Marrow. Both, I guess. Okay. Do we have a map of this area now? Okay. So Hornet just needed to realize that this is part of these other areas. They just didn't want to spoil that that's what was happening. Got it. Okay, and our current quest marker is also directly above here, which is interesting. Can I descend further? You know what? We'll figure that out later. Maybe. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter too much right now. So where are we? Did I have a marker here before to mark this as being a suspicious direction? I guess not. We're directly to the left of the spa bench, aren't we? Yeah, objective updated. Okay, that was just to escape the abyss. Now we have our new objective at the shamans, presumably? Yes. That is exactly where the next marker is. Well, that was a fun little abyss section. We got to see both like the deep dark void and also a neat fun lava section. Wonderful. Well, let's head to the Wildebeest. I do kind of wish I had tried to summon the Wildebeest creatures just to see like how the game would react to that, what it would tell me or what it would show me. But I mean, the answer obviously at the end of the day is that it wouldn't have let me use them. It wouldn't let you skip that section. But I'm just curious how that would have looked. Like, would just nothing have happened, or would they have given us some sort of indication? What, even you shoot out Void Goop? I didn't expect you to be able to do that. Okay, I run away. We're gonna slowly try to deal damage to this Void entity. Wait, do you not? I don't think I get silk off of you. So not only if I get hit by Void does it consume my silk, but it, if I hit the Void entity, I don't get any silk back. There we go. That's another one of these white tendrils taken care of. Did I add a marker for that other one that I saw? I hope I did. I saw one on my career quest, I think. I don't know why I'm manually running to the Wildebeest, but you know what? I should. I might find void goop tendrils on my path. Elevator. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Come back down. But we will not be riding you. I should sit on this bench just in case. Perhaps a bit of a coward's move, but whatever. It's fine. You can be a bit of a coward sometimes and rest just to make sure that you don't have to run all the way back. If you somehow manage to die on your way back to the thing, to the railway station, whoops, almost ran into the lava there. That would have done it. I had 2 health, that would have taken it all out. Hello, Wildebeest. I'm back from my journey into the depths. Oh, I should speak to... Wait, hold on. No, what am I doing? We're not going to the shamans yet. I must speak to Forge Daughter and Ballo. Mostly Ballo, to be honest, because Ballo is the one that, like, lured us down there and probably would have figured that we're as good as dead. Okay, Ballo. Where are you? I hope you're not back at the diving bell. Surely you would have come back to the Forge Daughter. No? Alright, hello, Forge Daughter. Well, still alive. You have proved yourself made of the hardiest stuff, Pointy Bug. Ballo did tell, shamefully, of complications with your diving bell and of your absence upon its retrieval. He had feared you lost to the flame, but we ourselves had slight guessed otherwise. To return from below proved as difficult a climb as ever I have faced, and yet, in time near, I will need to descend again. Then twice mad you are, Bug, or brave beyond measure. Beyond measure. We shall wish on your continued survival, even if you seem intent on ending it. I like that Forge Daughter seems to have taken a liking to us over time, because initially they were just like, you go. I guess if you want, we can make like these killing tools for you. But overall, just don't bother us and let us do our work. But they seem to somewhat care for us now. The world may not have long, but we shall face its end, still delivering our duty. I think you already said that. Okay, so where is Ballo then? They're not here. But if they talked to you already, I would assume that they're not like sitting back at that diving bell anymore either. I'm not sure. I'll go and see. Maybe I can find them there. And just out of curiosity. But again, I don't know why they would be there again. Maybe they like ran back real quick to Forge Daughter and said, hey, Hornet's probably dead, goodbye. And then came back here. And then went back there just to look for me. I'm not sure. I don't really expect to find Ballo there. But since we're here, I guess might as well go check. Even though I suppose we'll be ending up back here anyway. Okay, no, we don't go up, we go down. This is the wrong room, isn't it? This is bonus. A completely bonus room. We're not interested in that at the moment. Whoops, almost fell into lava there. Right, awful little slug creatures. Well, they're not little. I don't know why I said that. Ballo. Hopefully you didn't, like, die trying to rescue me. Ballo! You are here. I'm glad I came here then. Miss, hello. I see you've survived somehow. Thought that drop must have been your end. It was not. I survived the fall and managed a treacherous return. For the diving bell's failure, the risks were clear to me. The fault lies not with you. Aye, as you say, this bell's old, and time has a way of breaking things even as fine forged as this. And lava. Lava also has a way of breaking things, I would imagine. And as you can see here, for its failure, I'd already been working at improving the design. Ended up being a useful test. Good. That return path is now close to me, and your bell may still be needed if I choose to descend again. Surely you mean when, Hornet, right? Because we're gonna descend. Again? Well, if you're game enough to try a second time, once this new shield shell is fitted, it'll surely withstand the drop. Surely. And Hornet has just confirmed for us that we can't, well, take that same path again. Wait, did you see that? The screen, like, lost its saturation. Everything turned more monochrome and black and white when that scream happened. That's interesting. I haven't noticed that with the other screens, but maybe that's just me being blind. Do you see anything new? I don't think so. Pretty sure that's the same stuff. Okay, can I hit you? No. Figured I could at least hit that bell helmet of yours. Well, but now I'm definitely taking the Bellway Beast children back to the Bellway station. I don't feel like doing that whole run again. Especially since I ran all the way over there anyway. And just didn't end up taking this. Instead I changed my mind and ran back. Okay, so we run to, or well, the Bell Beast will run to Bone Bottom. Now, we do have some quests that we could do out in this world. However, what I'm thinking is that probably, whatever the final boss is, like, I don't think we will be changing the state of the world again. Like, I think the world is just all void gooped up. If we do the final boss, then, like, of course, story-wise, that will fix things. But I imagine it's like, okay, then, as usual, you defeat the final boss and then reload your save where everything's messed up still. Like, I don't imagine that we're ever getting rid of this void. It seems reasonable to me that this would be the final state of the game world. Who knows? I could be very wrong about that. This is a lot of snitch bugs in one location. I guess you just show up whenever a disaster strikes, like vultures, and pilfer everything. Hold on, stop picking up those rosaries. I should probably go spend my rosaries, to be honest. I have a bit too many on me to be comfortable. And, well, we have all the Bellway stations and we have all the benches now. And of course, that the last few areas haven't really needed many rosaries at all. There was a section of the game where like almost everything wanted rosaries, but that was mostly around the Citadel and in some earlier parts of the game. But later on, that hasn't really been a thing much at all. So, I think I will, like travel to Jubilana or Bellheart? Hello. Yeah, hold on, I think those shamans will have to wait. Okay, so just out of curiosity, we'll go to Bellheart. Oh, actually, oh no, we know of an expensive thing to buy in Bellheart, don't we? Oh, and we got that tool that we can craft at our home. Okay, hold on. So first of all, I think we'll do that. We'll see if we need to get some resources for that, maybe. So we won't spend our rosaries immediately. Oh, what? New quest? Fatal Resolve. Pin stress of blasted steps. If the world is truly ending, I would test my pin in combat one last time. Come to my home at Border's Edge and accept my challenge. Fatal Resolve. Wish promised. Alrighty. Wish has indeed been promised. Do you have any new deliveries? No. Although you've swapped out that new camp for Songclave instead. Okay. So, oh, we also have an arcane egg. We can trade that in. Hello, Relic Seeker Scrounge. Ah, I smell something on you. Heavy with the past you are. You have a relic for me, don't you? I do. An arcane egg. We haven't given you that before. Yes, this fits my collection well. Look then, look at what I have. Will do. How much did that give me? I think that was over 500 for sure. Like 600 or 700, I think. Probably closer to 600. Arcane Egg, an artifact almost impossibly old. Marked inside with many fine etchings. Most are indecipherable. No will, no self, shade. That almost sounds like something that the Pale King might scratch. But I think the arcane eggs way predate the Pale King. More than... Yeah, we'll bring you more relics. I wonder if Relic Seeker Scrounge will tell you once you've found all relics. I sort of imagine that they might. I still need to find an oil for you, don't you? It is fortune to see you returned, Pinmaster. The roads between here and that deep woods grave crawl with violent foes. I had concerns for your safety. Brave warrior, my hero. 'Twas indeed a fearful scramble home, but safe I now am, and a warmly pleasure to see you too, for the world has darkened indeed. In such times the task for a pinmaster is clear, to polish and sharpen and refine, suchly that the glimmer of your blade may pierce through the encroaching murk. Okay, so you still expect me to find more oil somehow. Got it. Is Chakra around? I have to say hi to Chakra. Okay, you've still got the same dialogue. Awesome. So Chakra's just resting here and waiting for us to save the world. That's fine. Chakra's needed to defend Belheart anyway. So we can sit down here and assemble Farsight. And that will... Whoa, look at that. Is it... Oh. Oh, he says without knowing what any of this means. Constructed the Farsight. The state of the world can be sensed. Oh, this is world sense. Completion quantities will be displayed in menus. That's very interesting and honestly pretty cool. That it's not a thing that you get like at any specific ending. But, well, I mean, it kind of is, because you need to be very far into the game to be able to craft this at all. Well, but let's take a look then. It can be viewed in where? I didn't read that part. Oh, it even tells you things for the Hunter's Journal. We have encountered 177 enemies out of 231. That's a lot left. And completed even fewer, of course. And it even shows empty slots here now for things that you're missing. That's nice. You can see how these will all be spaced out. And by looking at where you're missing chunks, you might be able to figure something out. Like if you're missing an enemy from a specific... If all the enemies around an empty slot are from a certain area, then you might, go to that area to explore. Yeah, look at these, like, large empty chunks. That's crazy. I wonder what's happening with those. Fatal Resolve. Yeah, maybe we should do some side quests before we continue further. Although, I guess we could go talk to the shamans at the very least. Because it sounds like we will have to decide to descend again. So we could still do the side quests after talking to the shamans. Now, completion percentage. What do we have here? Ooh, for tools. We have 45 out of 57. Oh my goodness. There are just so many things. I thought, like, okay, I didn't expect that I would be quite at 100% yet, of course. But I figured I'd be a bit closer. Very interesting. At least for the, what is it? Not the grubs, for the fleas. We can go talk to that one big flea who will give us hints. If we end up struggling with finding more fleas. Now, completion percentage, 78. Yeah, that seems to align with, like, what amounts of things we have here. Roughly, anyway. 78, huh? Well, I have... Wait, oh, you know what's interesting? I haven't gotten any new rosary strings. Like, ever since that time... Was it last stream? At the start of last stream? Where I used up almost, like... everything except one of each of the kinds of rosary strings that I had. We haven't found a new one since. That's interesting. I wonder if we've, like, nearly exhausted the locations where rosary strings can be found. And of course, we can still get more rosaries. Just not from rosary strings, then. Unless we craft them ourselves, of course. What's this marker for? I'm not sure. Oh, that was a void tendril thing, or a void clump. Now, I also... I went to Verdania last time, because when we were at Styx's place, we found, like, a summons for Craw Lake, and then when I went to Craw Lake last time, we found Verdania. But is that what the summons was for, or should I re-add a marker back here? I'll add a marker here. I'm not sure that it will... that it actually is needed. I think we might be done with that. I think that might have been the summons, or, like, the point of the summons. But, well, I don't know. I don't think the text of that summons really reminded me of the Green Prince at all. So maybe it was something else. I'm uncertain. So, this is Belheart. We've crafted the Farsight. That's awesome. We know that we're 78% done. That is very much sounding like I won't be completing it this stream. Completing Silksong this stream, which I guess I didn't expect anyway. But it's nice to have a small sense of how far we are with things. We maybe could get true ending today, but again, I think that is also unlikely. So, I think we will run around and do some side quests right now. Did I accept the quest on this board? I did. Yeah, so Bellheart has a new soundtrack. Bone Bottom has a very different soundtrack, which is unfortunate. I hope we... I do hope we get to hear Bone Bottom's soundtrack at some point again. But that might not be happening. So where... we want to go to Pinstress, and we also want to go up to... Oh, where is it? Grand Bellway. Yeah, we want to go up there. Does the Ventrica work now? I think it might. It didn't work before. But maybe it's been fixed now. I can take it up to the first shrine at least. Yeah, because they didn't allow me to access it from there, but it might be that I can just break open... Yeah, there we go. I can break open the wall from this side. This might be the only Ventrica thing that's blocked off anyway, because like, what they really needed to do was they wanted to make sure that you have to run through the Citadel, at least a little bit after Act 3 starts, so you don't just like immediately fast travel through with the Ventrica. And that has served its purpose, and I don't imagine they have a need to block off any of the other ones. Sherma? Hello. Tis now my charge to care for those who stay here, including yourself, if I can aid you. Yeah, well, you said that already. Let's sing a song instead, shall we? Wonderful. Alright, Sherma can still sing. With about as much joy as before. Pain, anguish, and misery by the tormented one. In the darkest of shadows, all is made clear. Farloom draws its final breath, and we few remaining must bear its dying pain. Come to the Citadel's stage, and let us suffer together. Oh, well, that's quite nearby. We might go do that right now. So we've been to the stage... Wait, which stage is it? I'm pretty sure we've seen 2 stages. There was one stage where we fought Tropia, and there's another one where we had, like, 2 enemy arenas. I wonder which one this is. Have I talked to you? Worried Pilgrim. Sister, you seen him out there? Our new champion, that golden knight stalking the Citadel's crumbling halls? Oh, is that the second sentinel that we revived with the cogwork heart? I think it might be. Tall, righteous bug, not much for conversing. Still, I'd be long dead if not for their appearance. And I ain't the only one. Others have spoken of the knight's timely deeds and rare bravery. We're desperate for any protection we can get, and that gleaming champion's been offering their aid almost as much as you yourself. That's awesome. They can't be talking about Garment and Zaza, right? They've also been running around fighting enemies, but I don't think you'd call them gleaming. Oh, Hornet has no response to that? Well, that's wonderful. I don't think I've talked to you before. What new test? Why must we suffer? Okay, I think that's the same dialogue as before, but you have a different voice. Alright, well that's fine. Oh, and Jubilana's over here. Alright, I wanted to spend my rosaries. Everything's falling apart? Sure is. I will part with my rosaries, actually. What's my mask shard situation like? Do I want one of those? Like, what should I prefer here? I want 2, but I maybe should buy this one anyway. Maybe even sell another. Who knows? Who cares? We're buying things. Mostly for the sake of buying things at this point. Do you sell another one? You don't. You do sell a spool fragment. I don't know if I need that, but I might as well buy it. And I guess if I buy a Coral Commandment... Ooh, look at that. New silk upgrade. Is it now twice as long? Hold on, let me count the units there, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it looks like there might be one more spool upgrade, unless I missed my counting. But I imagine we'd also get an achievement if we got all the spool upgrades. I could keep running around with 528 rosaries, but maybe I should get one of these. Stick to walls for as long as you like, don't care. Amplifies your song. Yeah, I mean, why not? I don't think I want to swap out any of my tools right now, but we will buy that. Oh, I guess we're running to that stage. Is it straight to the left, or do I go down first? Looks like it's down first. Yeah, if I go left, I pass above a stage. Though, of course, there's still the question of which stage we're talking about. Is it the arena stage? Or, well, is it the enemy arena stage, or is it the Trobio stage? Oh, and I guess we'll be fighting void-infected enemies now. Maybe that's, like, what makes it a final performance. I'm still above the stage, aren't I? Wait, no. Am I? Yeah, I think this here was a stage. Is this where I was summoned to? No, I think it's gotta be Trobio. It's gotta be Trobio stage. Fine, we will head down there then. That is slightly lower down. It really does feel good knowing that I can, at any point, just warp back to a Bellway Beast. Oh my goodness, you're right, you're a void creature. You love sitting around here and ambushing me. Aha, here we go. Should I go sit on that bench? I guess I should. This bench somewhere over here. Okay, it's actually quite far away. So maybe I shouldn't have bothered. And I know there's the bench way closer to the stage. That's just to the bottom left of it. But I wasn't sure if they would let me run through the stage, actually. Because, like, I'm sure showing my face at the stage would already trigger a fight. Well, okay, I'm not sure. But I was afraid of it. And I still am. Which is why I came down here to this bench. Even though it might be a bit of a waste of time. Especially with all these winding paths that we have to take to get back through here. This is the puzzle for 1/3 of a cogwork heart. Not the direction where we wish to go at all. That's fine. This climb is quite swiftly doable. If you pay a little bit of attention to where you're going. Is there a new dialogue here? Damned we are, the lingered few bound still to suffer. Cursed thrice by Farloom to wait to watch to cry our anguish. No more, we say, no more. We cry, we all have wailed and wept. Fair Farloom's fall has come at last. Its end we now accept. I think at least at least that ending bit rhymed. I wasn't paying attention to the earlier one. Alright. So, is this a rematch with Trobio? I thought Trobio died. Or, although maybe Trobio just jumped away. I'm unsure. Should I play the needle up here? Well, I can. Doesn't do anything though. Have I been up here ever? I guess I must have been. Oh, and I can skip past the stage to get the closer bench. That's awesome. Whoops. Oh, have I been in the Coral Chambers after Act 2 started? Glad to hear some part of the soundtrack is still intact here. Ooh, Bellbeast, you are here. Oh yeah, right. That's where we traveled to. Yeah, wait, what? What was I even saying? I could have just warped here. When I was discussing, like, oh, I don't know if I can get through the stage. I could simply warp here. I wouldn't even need to run around. Even if this shortcut didn't exist that we just took. That's crazy. Alright. So. I think this symbol in the background has been painted over, but that doesn't look like Trobio, does it? Hello. Purple Trobio. You, might or mourner, fell-fated chosen left till last. Relent, submit, the fatal blow was struck, fair Farloom wailed its end. We woe befallen, few remained, let us join here, at last, and show our fires fierce. Together to share our kingdom's pain, feel it scorch our shells, and know clear its suffering, its sorrow. Hello? Could you show yourself? Stop with the theatrics, or well, don't actually. Oh. No, that does look like Trobio, actually. Is this just a statue? No. Tormented Trobio. Okay. Alright, Trobio level 2. Got it. Oh, I almost got hit by that. I did get hit by that. Okay, how did Trobio go? I don't fully remember how you even worked. Oh, stay away. Everything deals double damage, of course. I wouldn't expect anything less, even if the first one hadn't. A second version of a fight must always deal double damage. That was even the case in Hollow Knight. Well, okay, I guess it wasn't the case for when you fight Hornet the second time, but for almost every other boss. If they have a special bonus second fight, expect it to deal double damage. Uh-oh, I'm being silly. Wow, that's a bit harder to avoid than the first fight was. Oh, stay away from the X. Oh my goodness, I almost jumped into everything there. It's fine. Hello. I didn't quite deal damage to you there, even though I would have very much liked to do so. Hello. We must get some hits in every once in a while. Oh, you are coming at me with a spin move. I wasn't paying any attention at all. That's of course a silly maneuver on my part. Dang it. No first try for this fight either. Not that it seemed likely. I just always hope to get a first try at some kind of boss fight in some game, but I don't think it's ever happened. Oh well. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it could make a boss fight so simple that the first time I encounter it in a game I don't die to it. Pretty sure it can't be done. Okay, Trobio. I love the way you slowly ascend up through the floor. Trobio, whoops. Great start to the fight. Absolutely incredible maneuver. Oh, I must remember these tornadoes. They roll around like that. Yeah, or well, they don't roll. They sort of spin upwards. Whoops. Oh, yep. This is a good spot to heal. Well, Fortunately, I did it just in time. No, the silly tornado. What? I can't believe I got hit by those fireworks. Oh, where's the safe spot even? Okay, no, I think we found it. Okay, I think the most important part that I need to remember is how to deal with the tornadoes. How to position myself to avoid them. Uh-oh. Everything's exploding, but it's not that. Dang it. Come on. Probably even shows where they're gonna show up from the ground. There's no excuse to getting hit by them. Oh my goodness. Let's sit here. I mean. Oh no. That was a mostly pointless heal. Yep, you're gonna throw out tornadoes. When you finish your spin move, I need to be somewhat above you. Because otherwise the tornadoes will hit me. Oh. You're just throwing goop out. This is fine. You're gonna show up underneath me. Whoops, I need to not be in front of you when you pop up out of the ground. Oh, sit down here. Oh, bad spot to be. Dang, I almost avoided that, but then I dashed back into it. Okay, what's this? Tornado? Nope, I should go under that. Not a good spot for me to stay. Okay, we sit here. Trobby is showing up from underneath it. Wow. Oh, he does like a little cry of triumph when we get defeated. Although, sounded also kind of sorrowful. I don't think Trobbio is too happy regardless of the outcome. I mean, the fight is called Tormented Trobbio. I mean, wait, no. What is it? Sorry, it's Trobbio. Not Trobbio. Can't even remember which name is the correct one, or which one's the random mispronunciation that I actually accidentally did last time. Alright, Trobbio. What if I did this? Wouldn't that be funny? What? That's not funny at all. Okay, fine. We'll just call it a special effect. We just wanted to start the fight in a slightly more fancy way. Okay, watch this. I have fully learned the fight now, definitely, guaranteed. They won't even take a single hit of damage. Trobbio's maybe gonna drop down onto me. No. I just need to pay attention to where these balls fly, so that I manage to avoid taking damage. That's kind of how most fights work. Pay attention to where the hits are coming from, and then don't get hit by them. Nope, that's... I still haven't learned that I need to run under that tornado. Whoops, don't sit there. Oh, can I heal up here? I can. Very fortunate, very fortunate. Avoid that. Hello. Right. Hit those balls backwards. Okay, that wasn't terribly helpful. Uh-oh. No, oh no. What? I just danced into that. There was no reason to do so, but I did anyway. Oh, I can heal maybe. Fortunately, none of those fireworks ended up inside me. This is great. This is fine. Oh, you are doing a funny maneuver, aren't you? Trobbio, the funny maneuver. That's what they call you. Uh-oh. I was trying to hit that back towards you. Why did I run into that? No, I'm throwing horribly and awfully. Let's heal. I should be fine. What? How did that pogo not work? I swear I was pogoing on you, Trobbio. Even the audience saw it. I don't think we have an audience. But still. If we had one, they would have seen it. Ooh, that was close. Oh, okay. The explosions don't all show up at once. So that's also something that makes it easier to avoid. I probably should have gotten hit there at some point. That was kind of an accidental dodge. And accidentally properly timed pogo. But it all worked out. And I guess that's what really matters. Right now anyway, as we're fighting the boss, let's heal up here. Ooh, not the best spot. Don't heal it there when Trobbio is about to do a crazy... Oh no, I'm still no good at avoiding that tornado. The one that I need to go below. Hopefully I don't go through the whole fight without doing it properly at least once. Whoops, don't sit there. Probably also kind not to even like pop up from the floor right under me. It's like they're not even trying to hit me. Okay, phase 2. Okay, fireworks from the ground. That's fine. Ooh, perfect time for you to get staggered, to be quite honest. I don't mind getting the heal in. I have to say, the special... Oh, that's just luck that I didn't get hit by that. The special effects on your stage are quite impressive. Though, also a bit deadly. You might want to talk to some sort of safety inspector. Or perhaps that's the opposite of what you'd want to do. Oh, not that I expect Farloom has any. I can heal up here, maybe? No, that still hits me. Wait, did I just take 4 damage from, like, getting hit twice in a row there somehow? I think I did. I think that's what happened to me. Oh, no, that's bad. This is bad. This is very bad. I can't afford to get hit right now. So, of course, that's what I did. Alright, let's try that again. Yes, I do realize I could be using my tools more. I will not be doing that, I think. I might throw a couple of tools on any attempt, but not much more. Let's not take it. Let's not take any damage on the run back. But also, again, not much of a run back. We're basically immediately back in the fight. Thanks to the very conveniently and kindly positioned bench. Hello, Trabio. Wait, actually, let's not stay near. You're gonna explode, aren't you? Yep, there you go. Good old Trabio, always exploding and... oh, why did I sit there? I thought you'd move a bit farther to the right there. Okay, I need to get better at using opportunities where I can deal damage. Nope, that is not how you dodge that move. Again, I forgot to run underneath it. Should be pretty easy to avoid. Yeah, just like that. And then you just make sure those spinning ones don't attack you. Oh, I should move a bit. Just a bit, though. What? That's the most annoying part, where you feel like you did the pogo, but then it doesn't quite work. What am I doing? I'm throwing? I'm taking so much damage for fun? For no good reason, I'm taking damage right now. Uh-oh. Stay away. Trabio's gonna do a bit of a maneuver. A tornado spin maneuver. Oh, stay here. Ooh, very lucky that dang it. That Trabio didn't hit me there. Why did I jump? Why did I jump into that? Sit here, sit there. Stay calm, stay still. Okay. Oh! I thought I got hit there, but no, it was Trabio. I thought my pogo was too late again. I thought it was just timed poorly enough to make me take damage there. Wow, Hornet's dash is so much shorter. In Hollow Knight, that would have taken me fully into the enemy there. Yeah, it's way easier to adjust your position after a dash in Silksong, I feel. Ooh! I'm gonna need to heal at some point. Right now? That's good. Fortunately, Trabio flew under me. Dang, I've immediately taken damage again. That's fine, that's fine. Who even needs help? Hopefully not Trabio. We're slowly whittling it down. Oh, we sit here. Oh, Trabio's gonna jump at me. Yeah, stay away from those. We want to make sure we don't get hit by those strong explosions. Those are not very healthy. Oh, you are... Okay, we're actually fine. I can't believe I got that heal off. Oh, bit of a star explosion move. Got it. Ooh. Trabio's been knocked down again. Maybe I should... that's not gonna help too much. What is that? Was that a phase? That was a phase transition. And not the physics concept. Rather a video game boss fight concept. Oh no, lots of things are happening. Where even am I? What's going on? Okay, everything's fine. Some explosions are happening. Overall, we should still be able to tell what's going on. Well, except for when I can't. Okay, let's heal. This should be a good spot. This is not a good spot. I didn't know we were in fireworks mode all of a sudden. I mean, I guess this whole fight is in fireworks mode. No! Okay, I didn't dodge that properly. That was just full luck that my dash happened to take me far enough. Although... in future instances, that might be an intentional way to dodge it. Oh, what am I? What? That wasn't even like an extra difficult second phase attack. That was just the regular Trabio throws purple balls attack. Oh no. There was no reason to get hit by that. You just look at where they're flying and then don't get hit by it. It's a fairly predictable trajectory. You think most humans would be familiar with the pattern that an object thrown under gravity flies in. But oh, not me apparently. Not I. Hello, Trabio. This time, we won't be getting hit at all. Metaton's audience is gonna be thrilled when we do. Let's heal. There we go. From this point on, we won't get hit at all. Guaranteed, definitely, for sure. Quite unlikely that we'll take any damage. Right. I should be trying to hit Trabio whenever he pokes his head out from the ground. Because again, I don't think I'm dealing damage nearly fast enough. Oh, I could have gotten hit by those. Oh, that's a bit of a bad spot to be in. We want to get a void. What? We want to avoid being put in that kind of situation again. Uh-oh, that's gonna bounce into me. Well, no, not quite. But I still got hit by its burst. Oh, we sit here. Everything's fine. Hello. Oh! Don't stay in that explosion. Uh-huh. More of those purple. Oh, bad spot to be. Why is that happening all of a sudden? In none of the previous attempts did I, like, end up getting trapped by 2 attacks in that way. Whoops. Why did I jump up there? I couldn't possibly tell you. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Whenever that happens, I think it's me getting hit, but it's actually the boss. Ooh, bit of a silly maneuver there. I should have stayed in there longer. Oh, we can sit here. Okay, so maybe I just shouldn't sit on the ground to dodge these. I should make sure that I always have... Oh, I could have gotten hit by that really easily. I should make sure I always have at least a chance to jump into there when I dodge these attacks. Okay, this is fine. You've still got a bit of a curve attack flying up with explosions there. Everything's fine. Whoops, I was trying to hit that up, but I guess I didn't do it fast enough. What am I doing? These balls are very easy to avoid. You just watch where they're going and don't get hit. Same for the explosions they generate. Uh-oh. Why am I so bad at pogoing that? That one tornado attack. I'm just always sitting right where it ends up. Oh my goodness, Trobio is showing up out of the ground. Trobio, you can't be behaving like a little mole boss. Mostly because moles should be way larger than us. Actually, we fought a mole boss before. Well, before, ages ago, in one of the first streams. And that was way larger than us. You can't be a mole, Trobio, I'm sorry. But I guess other bugs could burrow, so never mind. Let's try this again. Hello? How did you get to be so cool and purple? Oh, what a dodge right into me! Oh, this is an awful start to the fight. Hit that backwards. Okay, well that's not quite backwards. But you know what? You've got the spirit on it. Hitting it away from you is already a good start. Although it's not exactly a start, is it? We've been trying this fight for several attempts now. Uh-oh. Ooh, stay away from the funny tornadoes and the unfunny ones. Particularly those ones. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh, how do I manage to mess things up so badly? That was crazy. I don't know how I didn't die there. I was just very lucky that I managed to accidentally be out of the way of all those attacks. Oh, we're fine. What? That hit me? There's no way. There's no way. Run! What? Okay, that crosses the whole arena apparently. That's funny. Maybe it did that specifically because I was running away in that manner. Because I don't think I've seen it run all the way to the edge of the screen before. But I could be wrong. Or at least not run all the way to the edge of the screen in both directions like it did there. Or it seemed to anyway. I don't know. Do you think I'm paying attention to what's happening? Maybe I should be. Maybe that's the issue. Let's heal. Good thing those fireworks didn't show up here. I have, of course, noticed now that whenever that whole entire screen gets filled up by fireworks attack happens, that is always preceded by Trobio doing that like star explosion. Oh! I still don't know how to avoid that tornado, apparently. Massive skill issue. Massive. Never before seen... What? I'd like pogo into the tornado. I need to pogo on Trobio's head. Whenever I pogo into that tornado, I just get caught in it and take 2 damage. And I don't think Trobio even gets hit. I don't know, I'm sure you could time that pogo a bit better, and then you could even pogo the tornado, but it seems like whenever I do it, and it's not like I'm even doing it intentionally, I'm just pogoing and missing Trobio's head. Alright, whatever. Watch this. I like how this was posted as a quest on the quest board. Like, did Trobio just show up there, being all insane like there, and just pop a quest onto the board? Why did I do this? I know you do an explosion there, and that I shouldn't jump. I mustn't. I mustn't jump when you do that. Come on. This is an easy fight, actually. Oh no, it's the same tornado move that I never managed to avoid. No, and I'm right where Trobio's throwing the explosives. Silly maneuver. Silly. Absolutely foolish. No. What am I doing? What? It's all the attempts are going worse than the first one. As is tradition, I suppose. Whoops, watch out, watch out. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, this could be better. Oh my goodness. Whew. No. Trobio's popping up out of the ground. That could have been bad if it popped out at a slightly different location. Let's heal. We can heal here. Oh, we almost couldn't. Oh, well. We still took damage anyway. No, I've lost everything that I just healed for. Run left. Dang it! I was just about to... I was just to exclaim out in triumph that I finally actually ran below that tornado attack, but then of course... Since I'm not used to doing that, I wasn't used to dodging the spinny sideways tornadoes that show up after it. Lots of tornadoes. Are tornadoes a frequent occurrence in theater? Or is that just a Trobio specialty? In Farnham's theater, is it common to just have tornadoes show up and destroy the actors on stage? Trobio, maybe that's your issue. Just your stages are too dangerous. No one comes to watch your shows because the actors are always, well, dead. Oh, that might be a bit of an issue for attracting an audience. But what do I know? I'm not Trobio the whatever you are. Pretty sure you had some title before you were Trobio the... What are you, tragic? No, you're something. What's Trobio's current title? Trobio the Mournful? No, it's something with a T. Oh, why? Why am I like this? Just dodge under the spinny move. It's quite easy. Let me show you. Fabio, do a spin, please. No, not that. That's not it. No, not that spin. I'm talking about a different one. I just happened to pick a good spot to heal there. That was not on purpose. No thanks to me. I didn't avoid taking damage there. By any means of my own skill. Oh, nice. I just happened to dodge under. Yeah, so we just do that, but intentionally. That's what we need to do. As I've been saying for the whole damn fight. But it doesn't seem to be happening. Hello? Did some damage to Trabio. Oh, that's not me taking damage. That's awesome. That's always great news. Oh, I also have my parry move. I should use my Silk skill more. Why? I'm dashing the wrong way again. It's just simply an automatic reaction to me, it seems. To dash the wrong way there. And by then it's way too late to do anything. Okay, Pogo those out of the way. Whoa! I don't know why I didn't dodge Trabio there. I think I tried jumping out of the way, but that was too late. And also, since Trabio throws stuff straight up out of the ground, that's not exactly a sustainable method of dodging that attack anyway. Okay. I can run here. Ah, we've got the explosion move again. Stay away. Everything's great. Ooh! Slightly risky way to dodge that, but yeah, at least it worked. Oh, nice. I just happened to be in the correct direction from it again. But I think I'm becoming slightly more aware, like actually almost capable of dodging those attacks. Ooh, hit that back. That almost didn't connect in time. My nail slice, I mean. Maybe I should be throwing some items. Wow, we're finally back in second phase. We got here pretty early, and now I've just been throwing every other attempt ever since we got here for the first time. No, but my item. The one time I tried to use an item, and then you're gone, Trabio. Hey, who could have guessed that if you don't use an attack ever, you're not very good at using it when you do try to take advantage of it? Oh no, right? We know that's how that explosion works. Oh, we're fine. Maybe sort of. Uh-oh. Nope, I got hit by that, and we're getting hit by everything that one could conceivably get hit by. Stay away! Why are you here? No, Trabio! The second phase doesn't seem that much different from first phase, but apparently... Wait, are you covered? No, you're not. I thought they were like burying themselves in bells, like covering themselves in bells. The little ones, I mean, the little bell beasts. I thought they were playing around as little bell beast knights, but that wasn't the case at all. Okay, watch this. We're gonna get back to second phase immediately. Maybe I'll even use a Silk skill or two. Unlikely though. Right, don't jump. I almost made the same mistake again. I could throw my spinny tools of death around the arena, but... Again, where's the fun in that, I just get to deal some more damage, but... have you even really learned the fight then? Wow, my Pogo took me just far enough to take damage, but not far enough to connect. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's fine. Everything's okay. I can sit here. Probably is doing a bit of a tornado move. Not like this. I thought to stop farther to the right. I don't know why I thought that you would do that. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. This is so funny. And by funny, I mean this is tragic. Fabio the Tragic? What? I wish I could remember what your name was now. What's your title? I've completely forgotten. Uh-oh. Ooh, bit of a problem. I should have stayed in the corner. I shouldn't have stayed in that attack. What am I doing? Stop. 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 It's fine. We can recover. We have 2 health. That's more than you should ever need. We simply don't get hit, and then we heal at some point. Oh, okay. Okay, what are you up to now? Tornado? That's perfect. I can heal right up here, as long as you don't jump straight upwards. Which you didn't. This is good. Simply understand the boss patterns, and then you will not die. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Now we've got an explosion phase. I can even get close to Trabio to deal some damage during it. Oh, isn't that neat? Oh, why did I sit there? That was the worst place to end up. I think I messed up one Pogo along the way, and then my position was completely different from the one that I expected to have. Ooh, nice. Wait, I can't heal during it. This is not quite as nice. Whatever. Stop worrying about healing. Stop worrying about healing all the time. That's like the classic... that's the classic Hollow Knight mistake. I can heal here, though. You need to heal a little bit. Especially if you take damage as much as I do. What am I doing? What am I doing? Silly maneuver. Let's not get hit. Uh-oh. Oh, Robbie is jumping down. Or what? Jumping up right down there. Woo! Okay. I would really like to get another heal. Why am I like this? Okay, that's at least... an okay way to avoid that. Oh my goodness, why did I run into that? You can see where the attack's gonna go. All I needed to do was move back to the right underneath Trabio. Oh well. Hit that away. Ooh, don't stay in here. A bit of a tornado. How? How do you manage to mess up that pogo? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh. Not a good spot to be. Trabio's jumping into phase 2. Okay. Just make sure you never heal while these explosions are going on, because you simply can't. Like, they will hit you. One will show up underneath you. And then you're dead. I mean, I don't know. You could probably avoid them if you start healing right at the location where one just was. You could probably do it then. But it's still a bit risky. Uh-oh. Why did I stand in there? Whatever. At least I didn't try to heal and didn't lose my... Oh, no, we're dead. No, this isn't that hard. But that's how it always goes. It feels like the boss isn't that hard, but then why are you dying anyway? And no one's been able to answer that mystery yet. Alright, what is it? Oh, Tormented Trabio. I remembered the name finally. It probably tells me that at the start of every fight, but I also haven't been paying attention. Let's actually pay attention now. Not just to Trabio showing up, but do we get a title card every time? Surely we do. We can't start the show without the name being told to us. Yeah, it does say Tormented Trabio at the bottom left. Does it even fade away? Has it been on screen the whole time that I was trying to remember what it was? Okay, no, it does fade. Oh, that certainly could have gone. Why did I do this? It certainly could have gone. Whoa, bad spot to be. Never mind. The perfect spot to be? Somehow the timing worked out perfectly. And not just the timing, but the positioning as well. Oh my goodness. Don't know how I managed that. But I'll take it. Okay, how about we lock in and start moving? Because, like, you should be able to react to pretty much everything here. There's a lot of leeway. You just might not realize it on your first couple dozen attempts. Oh, nice pogo. We sit here and explosions will follow. That's always a reassuring message to hear when you go to a show. Just sit here and explosions will follow. Oh, why? I didn't think that would reach that far. Oh, nice. Take a bit of a break, Trabio. I will heal over here. Hopefully that's all right with you. But it's all the same with you. I would like to wrap myself up inside spider silk and use weird mystical powers to heal. Whoa, this is maybe fine. Explosions are gonna show up, but I had enough time to heal before. Okay, Trabio. This isn't quite the hitless run that I would hope to pull off. Because of course we're not even doing a hitless run. But we do seem to be surviving somewhat. For now anyway. Probably we must enter phase 2. It's about time. It's about time that we entered phase 2. Again, I mean. Oh my goodness, never mind. Maybe it's time for me to die instead. I should heal. We have the chance. We're almost at full health. Not for long, I'd imagine. Alright, watch out for the... Ooh, that almost hit me. Good thing I swung up there. Okay, we've got some explosions. Trabio hit Trabio. Oh, that did go bad. I was gonna say that could have gone worse, but then it went. It went and it was gone. That's fine. We're back at full health. That's phase 2. Again, I very much could be using more tools, or well, any tools at all. But I don't feel like it. Okay, you can't make me. Okay, all right. Did some damage. Oh, go left. Have we ever had a boss that starts dealing more damage in phase 2 than it did in phase 1? I'm not quite sure. I don't think we have. Let's heal. We have the chance to do it. Nice. We were far enough away that we didn't even need to dodge under the attack there. No explosions in the corner. Oh, stay away. They give you plenty of warning. Nice. We got a bunch of pogos off there. Ooh. The floor's exploding again. We should really get some construction workers in here, Trabio. This is not a safe working environment. That was a bad way. Would it have been better to get hit by the tornado? Probably not. I'm thinking not. Okay, we've got some explosions. Can I heal in the corner? I can. Where'd Trabio go? Oh, you're doing this again. Oh, dodge to the right. I'm remembering it, at least sometimes. Ah, yeah, again. Dodge underneath the tornado. Not into it. Yeah, really, whenever these balls get thrown up, maybe I should not run away. Instead, I should stay close to Trabio, like pogo away the few balls that... Oh, that actually threatened me. And then keep dealing damage. Although, that seems to not work, because the balls don't necessarily fly far away from Trabio. But if I do manage to... Okay, yeah, never mind. I don't think that's a great idea. Okay, do some more pogos. Hello. Ah, didn't get a hit in there. How is the floor even still intact? Seems like those things are bursting through the floorboards every time. Well, boards, whatever they are. Dang it, why did I run into that? There was genuinely no reason to do that. Okay, I can heal up here. Wonderful. I should take more advantage of those opportunities. Whenever a tornado attack happens, and I happen to have the soul to heal, or the silk to heal rather, I can simply heal up above. Oh, and that was it? Phase 3? No, but we got the Hunter Journal, so... almost certainly not. Oh! Don't stay in there. Well, just in case. Wait! They also slowly sink down the same way as they entered. I don't remember if that's what happened the first fight, but... well, that was Strabio number 2. So be it, impudent louse. Deny your kingdom's agony. Refuse its touch upon your fickle shell. Carve your hapless path. Stalk and strike and fight. But know your foe is fate herself, and she has risen raging. Strabio, you are more of a fun side quest, I have to say. Although I guess we had to go through you to get the claw line? I think we did. Oh, a new item. Dark mirror, that's a tool. Wait, it combines with our other mirror? Claw mirrors. Twin theatrical tools of a vainglorious bug. When binding, emits a searing blast that damages surrounding enemies. Oh, so we got like a purple upgrade to what Strabio did at first. Or like, you know, to what this thing did at first. That's interesting. Well, that was Strabio. Tormented Strabio. That's pretty neat. I still don't think I have anything new to give Vault Keeper Cardenas, so we won't be doing that. I also won't be streaming for too much longer. But does that mean we'll end immediately? I wonder. This would be a good spot to end, I suppose. We just defeated Strabio. We did a boss fight. You know, that's all you really need for a stream is, I think, you do a side quest, you do a main story thing, and then you do a boss fight. And we've done that. The story thing was the Abyss. The side quest was, well, the Fleetopia delivery, I suppose. And then we did a boss fight here. Isn't that neat? Oh, and that climb section from the Abyss, that was very fun. Too bad we don't get to do that again. Or, well, it doesn't seem like we will be able to anyway. I'm sure there's mods already that let you just do it again though, but also, I don't know. There's not too much point to doing it again without, like, leveling up the difficulty. So I really hope people are already working on some sort of Kaizo mod. Yeah, but I do think I might actually just end stream here. We've still got plenty of things to do, but we finally got a thing that tells us the progress we've made. Oh, we're up to 80% now. That's also a nice round number to end on. Although, it does seem kind of insane to imagine that we still have 80% of the game left to explore. Or what? That we still have 20% left to explore. It does feel like we're very close to the end of the story, though. But who knows, they could throw some more twists and turns at us. Because Act 1 and Act 2 certainly lasted a while, and we haven't been in Act 3 for very long. So I guess in that sense, it does make sense. I just don't know where else they could take us. Currently, it seems to me like, okay, we'll just go get the Destination Shamans, we will get whatever thing we need from them to go under the void. And then it seems to me that that's where the final fight would be and the game would be done. And maybe that is it, maybe Act 3 is just shorter. Or maybe there will be more wrenches thrown into our plans. The shamans will say, oh no, to get down there, you need to go to 3 random locations in the world and do some crazy thing there. I'm not sure. I guess we will find that out next time. I'm just glad I made a little bit more progress today. Still quite a, well, it just, whenever I fight a boss for the first time, it seems so easy, and yet somehow, for some reason, you get hit by these attacks, even though they seem so obvious and easy to avoid. Oh well. I think that's just always going to be the case for me. And I do know that I can get way better at the fights if I practice them a while. And I guess that's just what I will do. Whenever a Got Home DLC comes out for Silksong, or when this gets modded in. Because I would, like, it's just, you know, it's one thing to beat a fight, which we did. But I feel like to really feel like you've truly learned a fight, you just need to do it hitless. And, yeah, I can't wait to do that with all the Silksong fights. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you whenever the next Silksong stream is. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Alright, my stream deck still doesn't work. I love software. It's incredible. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.